Hype, hype. We're here. We're live. Good afternoon, good evening, good night to everyone.
All right, good. Cool.
Is this Truman Show?
Sure.
Feels like it.
Who wants to give the update? Because I suck at doing that, so I'm not.
Steve?
We came, we saw, we killed things, and I forgot everything.
Oh,
else.
Tom's great at notes. We'll let Tom do it.
Holy
Sorry, we'll
butt.
let
Nice
we'll let
Alan.
Pax do it.
I think I almost fell asleep last time. I was so tired.
Let's see. We did oh my god, what did we do? We encountered the line Harple on the way back when we were coming back to try to coming on the way back to Bremen. She helped us get back there faster several hours before the dragon the Chartland dragon attacked, and we were able to help we didn't really help. We basically took down the dragon for the city.
I mean, it did destroy most of the city
no.
based on how long it took us, but
Yeah,
well,
but did we help? No. We watched somebody fist the dragon.
That's
down to
true.
the ground and kill it.
That's true. It was.
Sorry,
really was
I just figured nobody was hitting it, so I was just going to jump on it and punch it to death, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
But, my friend got on it at the end with me. Finnick was up there. He was helping. And then the dragon went down.
And then we were told that or what told us? Oh, then we had agreed for the help of the line Harple, a powerful wizard supposedly, who we also know is a member
Necromancer. Wizard, yes.
Yeah, a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, who we've been told is potentially are bad people.
Well,
that
had the word arcane in it.
we agreed to help her, and to help her, she is asking us to go with her to obtain this orb that was stolen by a Lanthamar, and also get a book called the Codicil of White. So we are first going to retrieve the Codicil from an old frost giant fortress on Aureol's Island. So we are going to the domain of the Frostmaiden, where we really have not wanted to go. So we'll see how this goes.
Sounds good. So as the group of you are in Bryn Shander, and you are probably most likely staying at your regular, the good inn, not the other one. You you assumed you slept a night and you gained your level. Oh no, you gained your level. And how are you going to
yeah, we're all
make
level 7,
this
right?
correct? Should be.
Yep.
Just wanted to make sure before I thought I gained another level and I put myself to 8.
No, you're at 7. Yeah, you're just 7, no more or less. And you decide to embark on this wonderful adventure that you are continuing on. How do you do it?
We go towards the Sea of Moving Ice, right?
Okay, so you're going to go to the Sea of Moving
and
Ice.
And if she's helping us still?
She's
is she transporting us there? Yeah. So we're using the...
Well, you can use the... you can use the... Nobody can hear you.
Did those little minions ever show up with our axe beaks for the rest of their gold?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
We gave them axe beaks, and we lost gold.
Yep.
So 0 for 2 on that.
But
we didn't
but
get
we
all
did
of it.
get right, but we were given new axe beaks by the speaker of Bremen.
Correct. Making
So
sure.
we have 4 axe beaks still.
Awesome.
So I'm looking for a certain thing here. Making sure it's here. There it is. Okay. All right. So you guys, how are you getting to the island that you are choosing to go to? The place where the Iron Maiden? No, that's a group. The Frostmaiden is in or is.
Well, we're going back to the bell.
We could
To
just swim.
call to Anganuk's bell to call Anganuk to take us there.
All right, that sounds like a plan. You guys are taking the road. You guys are taking fast sleds. We'll just say it will take you a good day just to get to Anyanuk's Bell, just because you guys have learned how to sled, and it'll get us there. Because you know what kind of trip you're about to have, sort of. Do you pack anything certain for the road? Are you keeping your regular gear? Is there anything that you think you need to stock up on or leave behind besides
60
the fighter ranger?
I was gonna say with 60 gold, I'm just going to sit around and take my nothing else to do butt and get nothing.
Okay.
We do have additional gold still in our party funds.
You can divvy it out if you want. It's up to you.
So let me
If you want to
just.
sell any of those gems, you can. They'll
Yeah,
give you gem value.
We should divvy up our potions. We
Oh,
never
there you
did
go.
that.
Okay.
So we have, although we should divvy these out too. So there's a potion of invulnerability, gaseous form, fire giant strength, superior healing, frost giant strength, and 3 regular healing potions.
I'll
I
keep
have
on
the
the healing
healer's kit,
potions,
so I don't
but
think I need a potion because I can get you guys up with a healer's kit.
Okay. And what did Finnick want?
can I just have one of the potions of healing at least? That'll be my magic item.
Yep. Um. So. Yeah. So we have the fire. Let's talk first with the fire giant and the frost giant. I mean, obviously, I think the two among us that do the most damage in multiple, like that hit multiple times, are Briar and Anochi.
And they're going to use
What-
strength. I don't have any use for it. I don't think you have any use for it.
Nope. Um.
What do they do? They put your strength at 18 or 20, right?
Fire and frost, whatever that does.
Strength score
That's pretty
changes
high.
to 25 for 1 hour.
Yeah.
What,
So
25 for which
one
one?
of them is pretty high. Yeah.
That is
Fire
for the
giant.
fire giant strength.
Frost should be at least like 22, 23.
Probably.
It's pretty high.
Frost giant's 23 for 1 hour.
Yep.
So that's
So we got 1 to 23, 1 to 25. So a 23 puts you at what? A plus
plus
5? 6?
I'm
Yeah.
at
And the
I'm
23
at
puts you at a
8.
plus 5.
plus 7.
I'm at 18
No,
on the
no.
strength.
It's 23 is plus 6. 25 is plus 7.
I thought a 20 was only a plus 4.
Is it 20 only plus 4? I thought it was 5.
No, it is 5. Never mind. My brain's going. It's been a long day. Yeah, because my 18 that I have already on Dex is a plus 4. So
Yeah. So it's up to you guys. I mean,
I'm good whichever way you want to go.
I'm just thinking as a fighter
Yep.
Briar has 1 round that he can attack multiple times. Anochi can attack 4 times, as many times as he has key points.
So give him the biggest one then.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Get the most bang for the bonus.
Totally agree.
So then
Okay.
Fire Giant goes to Anochi and Frost Giant to Briar.
Fire Giant. Add to.
So potion of Frost Giant strength.
I would also. What does a potion of invulnerability do? other than what it sounds, which I can't be. And what's the duration and that kind of stuff?
Invulnerability. For 1 minute after you drink this potion, you have resistance to all damage. The potion's syrupy liquid looks like a liquefied iron. So you have all damage resistance. I mean, that includes psychic, bludgeoning, slashing, piercing, cutting, everything. So, but it's for 1 minute and it's only resistant, which means you're having everything.
Which is really good. So, I mean, Inochi jumps in and fights, but for the most part, Briar really is the front line.
Yeah, I
Come
usually
bang on
don't
the
jump in until he has, as we all say in video games nowadays, once he gets the aggro, then I'll jump in.
So, potion of vulnerability for Briar then?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay.
If he's tanking, either him or the healer that likes to jump in and be tanked too, but we don't have him anymore, so.
Yep. Potion. Then we're left with a potion of gaseous form. So, Pax already has a disengage, go invis. So I'm thinking that might be useful for Finnick.
A potion of gaseous form. I'm good.
You
I'll just
don't
take
need
my
it?
one. I'll just take my 1 potion of healing.
Okay. And then Onochi, do you want that?
Is for 1 hour.
I guess it's a 1 hour gaseous form, so if you guys want me to squeeze into somewhere, go explore, I'm probably the best self-defense person to do that, I guess.
You can
Cool.
also stealth better than I can or others, right?
That was the old version of me. My stealth still is a +7, but it's not a +9 like it should be if I was still the way
Yeah,
of the shadow.
That beats the +2 though, so this would just help you with that.
So go for it. So take the gaseous form.
Okay.
Gives you 1 hour.
Then all right. So I'm just looking. Yeah. Um how many potions of healing does Briar have?
Right now I have 2 potions of, it looks like, the minor healing.
Yeah.
The 2d4
Okay.
+2.
Anochi, how many do you have?
Of healing?
Yeah.
None.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead
Okay.
and take a healing potion? Finnick, do you just have the 1 potion right now, or do you have 2 or more?
Nope, that's all I got. I got 1 potion of healing.
Okay. Um,
Like I said, I have the healer's kit, so I don't necessarily need it. I mean, because I can just
no, we still
solve
have
anybody or whatever.
yeah. No, this should be good. Let's go ahead. Um, you know what? Uh, Finnick, why don't you take the other a second regular healing potion, and Pax will take the superior healing. He's
Okay.
never good. He's never and like that's the only thing he would ever use on himself to boost, or maybe on somebody else just to when his healing runs out. So that would make sense. All right.
And I can
So
key touch people to heal them too, so
All
I
I can
really
say is if we rescue them or we do this, I mean, I hope these grateful people at least willing to donate even a ring of resistance.
A ring of invulnerability, right? Because that's a resistance to all.
I don't care, man. Just something, man. Just something. Yeah.
How
Well,
much gold are we looking at?
I am. Whoops, that
Doesn't
was
matter.
way more than what Martin would.
I don't
Anything
think you were like you cannot have 20 of them.
Well, I'm totally fine with that.
How many did you put, Tom?
Of what?
When you said whoops, that many of no. How many would you do?
I multiplied 2 of the numbers instead of adding them.
Probably. Not gonna happen.
Well, you told us we passed up like a huge cache at some point.
Oh, you've passed up plenty of huge caches.
Okay.
Just
Then the question is, are we dividing, still splitting up for our other for Corwin or not?
Well, I
uh,
don't know if he's still alive. He may be. I mean,
Well,
he may
given
no
how
longer
long
be.
it's been since we've seen him, maybe we should use the gold for ourselves and we can
you can
work it
tell
out
him
with
you
him
only
later.
made like 6 gold while he was gone.
Wow.
Just grabbing some more drink beer back.
I mean,
I
we've been
teleported
inventing for
away
a
and he
little
hasn't
while.
come back.
All right,
So
154 per person gold.
That over quadruples my total gold value that I've ever had.
I had 20 gold, so that gives me way more
Yeah.
than I've ever had.
How much was
So
that
do you
again, by the
154
are
way?
you guys gonna shop?
for
Everything I've
154
ever.
gold. We're not going to find anything in the dumb north.
Yeah. And they
You
also
said-
haven't found anything I ever looked for was never available. So
You said 54 or 154 each.
154
Each.
Awesome.
each.
still not enough money to buy even a cloak.
I'm at 280 gold. How much is a +1 sword, or
Way
like,
more than that.
About
Yeah.
2,000.
or a
You
Oh,
put
wait.
plus in front of anything, and you're already in the thousands.
yeah, or a
Well, it depends.
shield with +1?
You're still looking in the thousands.
Yep. We need to go back down that castle and finish sacking it.
I mean, we don't even have any +1 weapons yet.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, if we had a +1 weapon, we'd probably be like fine. But yeah, it's
I'm just saying, as you know, there has been a lot of stuff out there. It just hasn't been looked for or found.
I know when we do lose stuff, it's usually fingernails and broken goblin weapons and stuff like that.
Oh, don't worry, my friend. You are entering.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, basically, you're all gonna die. Yeah, that's how that's supposed to enter or end. Okay.
I mean, I can't think of anything PAX needs.
Not bad.
Things
So
I need I
we've
can't
got
afford yet.
money and nothing to spend it on. All right,
Sounds like a great savings plan.
it does.
Wish that worked in real life.
This is
It
like
does work in real life. If you got nothing to spend it on, then it's working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Very true.
I
It's
always
like,
have stuff
it's
to
just
spend
the
on,
fact
though.
that we all find stuff to spend it on.
Bingo.
This is like working fishing boats in Alaska.
Yeah, when you're out on the ocean, you can't do nothing with anything.
Yep.
So you just get it when you all get back.
Or deployed to a war zone. You're good until they move the mobile Burger King in.
No. uncommon. Uncommon is what? Between 500 and 1,000?
Uncommon is usually up to 500.
There you go. Okay, so
So again, we can't really buy anything with 154 gold. So
no, but you can buy one thing
no, because most things cost 500 gold.
between the four of you. Put it all together. But anyway, okay. So you guys are gonna take this nice little route over to Anjanuk's Bell. You're gonna follow probably the same path you pretty much followed before when you headed back to the cities. So
Yes.
it's a pretty straightforward path. Not taken often, but you have the wilderness survivalist over there. He should be able to find you the way back there with no problem. And
Keeping a close eye on the skies for the dragon.
okay, we can do that. That totally. I mean, we can have an encounter if you'd like. It's totally
No,
up to you.
I'm just saying we're going back into the hunting grounds of the ancient dragon.
No, that was the ship.
We-
That was way to the west still. We're going up to the bell, which was to the right.
Okay. It would take us half a day to travel there. A dragon could fly. An ancient dragon can fly that much quicker. I'm considering all of the sea of moving ice above us the
It's
dragon's hunting grounds.
it's gonna
But it
where
doesn't
we
hunt
are.
humans.
It's gonna take
Remember,
us like
like
3 or
seals.
4 days to get to the sea of moving ice.
With the dog
You're
sleds we're
using
on, I thought we were getting there in like a day or a day and a half.
Yeah, you're getting there in a quick, no issues. You have Valina. Who's it? Valina with you? Valana, Valina, Valhula, Valin Harple with you. She's an expert at these dog sled tracking and utilizing. You guys are going to get there by the end of the day. If you leave, somewhat early, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning.
We're on a
You get
racing snail.
you're in. Yeah, exactly. You have a racing snail pulling you at top speed. But so you're gonna get to, and there's nothing along the way, but you are getting to Anjanuk's Bell. And of course, when you explain where you want to go,
There's a dad joke there, but I'll just hold it to myself.
okay, thank you.
Yes.
So she wants to know why Anjanuk's Bell, and at the same time she says, okay.
We need to talk
We
to
did
a
explain it
whale
to
who's gonna take us where we need to go, underwater. You don't have a problem with water, do you?
And she says, no, but you lost me at a whale. But
Well, it's a
anyway,
friendly whale.
she says okay, and she continues to you know mush the puppies along the way. And she gets to where you guys get to the Anjanuk's Bell, and what do you guys do for Anjanuk and the Bell?
Well, it's end of the day. Are we going right
You also
now?
have the cabin right next to it.
Right. Are we? Well, we should probably check out the cabin just to make
Oh,
sure
that looks like a trap.
there's nobody there. We've been in it. There wasn't anything there or anybody. It looked there's a book in there you can sign like a visitor's book, like a Airbnb.
Do we see anything in the area?
We
Nobody
can't hear you,
hears you.
Steve.
See anything in the area? No, nobody hears you.
Just bring
Here
a
you go.
backup one that has normal plug-in. Then you don't have to worry about these battery things.
No, he just turns his mic off.
Yeah, I just hit the wrong
I
button.
know, but that's the reason why he has it plugged in.
I'll bring a longer cord next time.
So, what was all that work to say?
What do we see in the area?
Nothing.
Okay.
You can
So
go
the
back to mute if you'd like.
same bleakness as
Same bleakness. It doesn't look like anybody's been to the cabin. But remember the last time you were here, it didn't look like the cabin had the door was frozen. I mean, it didn't look like it had been. It's an active hunting cabin or anything. It was strictly a cabin for um Anju to stay in when they weren't hunting on Anjanuk.
so. I mean, we'll
It-
open the door to the cabin. Nothing in
And
there.
nothing in there. Nothing's changed. There's no. If you guys had thrown flour on the ground, there's no footprints.
Okay.
You put the match in the door so that when you opened it, it's still there.
It's the hair. You take the hair
You
and you
take the
lick it.
hair exactly. You do that. There's still
Um,
nothing in the room. I mean, it's still very vacant and very cold. Warmer than outside, but cold.
No one has been here since
Last week.
last we were here. So, do we wish to head straight there, even though it is now dark, or should we go in the or should we just or should we wait till the morning?
I mean, if we're gonna travel on the ice, you might want to save. You might want to wait till the morning. Then again, if we got this far this way, we probably get to where we're going.
I'm not sure how far it is to travel, how long it takes Anjanuk to take us there. Hmm. If we are traveling underwater all well, I guess if it's going to take that long, we could just sleep on the way there.
I thought you were the
We-
one doing the other vehicle handling last time, because there's two sleds, right?
No. But this is calling Anjanuk and taking the ride.
Oh, okay.
Not
Vehicles.
sure. Like if it takes us 6 hours to get there, I guess we could just sleep while we're. But like, you know, if we get there in the middle of the night, and I guess it's just going to be a long night while we figure out what we're going to while we do what we need to do. Could be interesting. It does not sound like anyone is overly concerned about going there at night.
I'm game either way.
No, I'm good.
So it should be fine either way.
All right, then
Not to
why
mention
wait?
the weather's been good too, so we might as well take advantage of it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, who wants to ring the bell?
So you guys arrive up to, let me get, here we go. Boop. You guys arrive to the,
Oh yeah.
you guys arrive and you walk on the ice and you get out to the outer bank and you do a little ringy dingy, ringy dingy, ringy dingy. The ice holds your weight. You know the path out to it anyway. You don't,
Dinner's
you know,
on.
dinner's on. It's probably, you spent the whole day. We're talking maybe twilightish, not,
So Finnick
it's
wasn't
7
there,
p.m.
or you want to
Huh?
pull the map up so Finnick can see it?
Oh yeah, sorry. I have the map up. I didn't drop you guys down
Did
on
we
it.
did we bring any snacks for the whale and his friends?
That's not it. Where did I put this thing?
Say that's all black.
Yeah, I know. That's not, oh, it's over there.
Wait,
There you
wait.
go.
You
There you
said
go.
whale?
Yeah, that's Anjanuk. We're summoning the whale into the hole in the ice.
So and I know I had to put
He talks
I gotta put Finnick
really
on here.
slowly, but he's a cool guy.
So let's put Finnick up here with you guys. There's that. And then we can just put this.
It's got a thing that's gonna stab you in the front of his self.
All right.
Not on
So
not on the token.
you wait
We have
up.
it on
You
the
wait
picture.
about. You wait
Well,
about 30
it's a
minutes, and
boat.
after
There's
about
a boat literally strapped to the top of him. Like if you're looking here inside the bubble, there is a boat there.
let's go here. Let me open this up. I can give you a picture. We need A B C D E F G
We're gonna
H
get
I
teleported on top of or
J
inside of
K
like
L
a
M N O P
warbird
Q R S T
brought into the
U.
future.
Okay, so why is that not a good? I want to show him that. That's not what I wanted. It's the same picture.
Which Star Trek movie was that where they had to bring the whale back
Voyage home.
from?
We'll just do that. You guys have access to the page now. At least you should. So that's Anjanuk. And about 30 minutes after you ring the bell, you hear a bubbling coming up from if he moves, there's a big hole right here, and he comes and fills that hole. He basically plops his jaw up on the ice, and you see the boat appear above the ice, and you see water spray out of the boat, and as it empties, and Anjanuk rises up, and you hear him say, "Can I help you, friend?"
I wave.
Hello again, Anjanuk. We have come back and are ready to travel.
You actually, I need to
Yeah.
get the other one there, Valin, in there. So let me get Valin in there.
Well, how many tons of meat do you think he is?
Okay.
Yeah, you could probably feed the 10 towns for quite a while.
So she's there too. There's Valin. Let me get
And
her.
all the lamp oil
Name
and
close.
Yeah.
sorry. And whale bacon. Oh,
Valin. Save.
Whale
There you
bacon.
go. And whale bacon, yes.
that's the
So
thing, that's the
he
thing.
says, and you hear. So what? I'm sorry. What did you say to Anjanuk?
I said, hello again, friend. We are here. We have returned and are ready to travel to the island.
And Anjanuk says, and as Anjanuk starts talking, a couple of the porpoises pop up and do the, and they're
Feed
popping
them
their
some of
heads
the
up and down,
frozen fish
and they are very happy to see
that
you.
Briar
They
carries with him, and I still don't understand why all the time.
Why do you carry fish with you? Is that why all the dogs are attracted to you? The cat.
Yeah, I got the cat.
The
Well,
cat's a
we have all the fish
vegan.
to feed the. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to leave
Oops.
behind. Yeah, we gotta leave be. Hopefully not. Hopefully nothing bothers the animals back on the main dock. We'll leave
Well,
them
that's
the
her
fish.
problem, not ours. It's her dog shuttles and all that stuff.
Well, will we have? Do we? But
I'm
we didn't
assuming if
also.
we took these, we left the axe beaks back. And
That's right.
the thing.
Yep. No, you're right. Okay. And I will take one fish and put the good berry in it and feed it to Anjanuk again.
Alrighty. Oh, let's see. Anjanuk. What can he carry overall?
You aren't going to ask him if he ate already? That you're going to make him more full?
It doesn't overfill him. He'll be
It makes him feel
fine.
full. That's what a berry does. Because he commented
Yeah.
on it last time we gave him one. So,
Okay, so he can carry up to 8 medium creatures in their gear and up to 1,000 pounds of cargo. I think we're good with that.
Yeah.
There's only 5
Ooh.
of you. You're good. You're
Oh.
not each carrying like 250 pounds of stuff. So
So she's not bringing her zombie kobolds.
nope, just her.
Cool.
Just
Awesome.
her and her owl. She has an owl
according
on her.
to my thing, I am carrying 105 pounds of stuff.
Okay.
Well, you
So,
said, some people might be carrying more. I don't know what they got on them.
you want to add it up? Go ahead.
It's totaled
but
on
remember,
your inventory tab.
correct, but it also said 114, 8 creatures plus 1,000 pounds.
Yep.
I think it was. So I think you guys
Yeah.
are well there.
I'm 145 pounds carried.
Medium creatures and
And
their
that's
gear. So it's
1,000 pounds
you,
divided by 8 is 250 apiece.
divided by 8. Divided by 8 is
You
not.
said 8 plus 1,000 pounds. So if you
But
had
there's
8
only 4 of
people
us.
and I know I'm saying the total weight, which means as long as you're under 250 pounds each, we're way underneath the 1,000, so we're good.
Yeah. Should be. And so Anjanuk says, "Are
Unless you're bringing the dogs and
ready? No, you can't.
all
You
that
can't.
stuff.
Are you ready?
Good, because that would be under the 1,000 pounds.
Go, my friend.
I hold my breath because I don't know that there's a bubble necessarily.
Okay, so there isn't a bubble. So what Anjanuk says in a very slow way is just to get onto the ship. Now the ship is basically like a longboat that has seats. It looks like it is rigged as a longboat. There are oars inside it. There are seats inside it. There are crates for gear. But now again, it also it's not how do we put it? It's not the driest thing in the world because the bubble is only kept when there are living people on it. Otherwise, it does get wet. So it's kind of like wet wood. And when you
Oh,
step
it's ice.
into exactly, well, no, it's been underwater, so it's not ice, but it is wet, and what appears probably is going to be cold on your butt. So when you get onto the ship, you actually see the ship bottom there isn't a bottom to the ship. It kind of completely outlines the top of the whale. So the blowhole of the whale is inside the ship. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hear after 5 minutes of Ingenue telling you, strap in and get ready as much as you can and hold on.
Anybody cast water breathing?
You feel the whole ship thing start to move backwards as the whale is backing in, or sorry, out of the hole back into the hole, and you start to hear the whale blowhole start to breathe out. And as you probably either hold on to each other or onto the ship, however you want to do it, as the ship is going under the water, that bubble is appearing around the ship. So basically, it is being created as a water barrier all the way to the front when that reaches under the water. There is a seal, a complete bubble seal that you are in. You can stand up. You can stand up. You can walk around if you choose to. I don't know how your sea legs are, but Anjanuk, at that point, think of one of those 3D rides from at Walt Disney or whatever. Yeah, you are moving down, almost straight down and over, and Anjanuk is taking you on a trip to the floating island of ice, or otherwise known as Oriel's abode. Ariel says, "Hold on, friends. We've got this. We're gonna have some fun." Ah. And Anjanuk goes all the way to the bottom of what is.
I hold my stomach contents in.
Good job. Nanachi's holding his stomach contents in. Along the whole time, you see the porpoises. They're going under Anjanuk around the top. They're playing around the whale. They're having their own good time. Um, you see at the bottom of this. You've fished probably or been fishing on the top of this there, Finnick, but seeing the bottom of it, you're seeing shipwrecks. You're seeing um castles, the destroyed castles that may have been floating on the ice at one time. You're seeing statues. You're seeing um the forts. What else are you seeing? You're seeing
How cold is it in the bubble now that we're deep undersea?
nice and warm because the blowhole is keeping the bubble at somewhat of a whale's internal temperature.
Okay. Be right back.
It's not cold, it's comfortable. I don't know if the ride is comfortable for you guys, but for the whale it is. And
Holy wow.
exactly, holy cow.
I'm sweating.
You're sweating, okay.
Yeah, he said the whale's internal temperature, which is about 99 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius. I'm
There you
sweating.
go. Okay, you're sweating. But for him, he doesn't know that you don't like that, and he doesn't have a thermostat. So, but he takes you. Let's see. You see spectacular underwater attractions, shipwrecks, storm giant castles, cyclopean ruins, bygone empires of giants, and other known Astoria. And so 1 hour goes by.
Oh, it does not smell very good either.
No, not really. 4 hours go by.
fumes of half-digested krill, hundreds of pounds of slow-dissolving crustaceans fermenting in the stomach.
There you go.
Oh, that does. Ugh.
Well, let's just say after the first 12 hours, you get used to it.
Yeah. So we can take a long rest while we travel.
Well, you've been in there now 12 hours, so it's about 7 o'clock at night.
Wait.
Sure.
Oh,
Go ahead,
wow.
Al. But the one thing I would probably what's the word?
Are we there
Be
yet?
against would be probably to start a fire.
Right.
It's plenty warm in here.
So yeah, it's about 7 o'clock at night. You are seeing huge sharks that are just um when they see Anjanouk, they turn and go the other way. You see you're seeing the largest underwater creatures, but they're all diverting, but you've never seen them so close and so alive. So you're having yourself a interesting trip. And again, it's about 7 o'clock now, maybe 10 o'clock, 3 hours later. You guys are eating your beef jerky and your fish,
Do we see plesiosaurs?
probably. Nessie's mother. Uh-huh.
Nessie's mother, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I
You
bet she's
guys can.
happy.
So it's about 10 o'clock at night. If you guys are able to check you never get close to the surface. The whale is always swimming and banking and swimming.
Picture it banking.
Yep. It's like going,
Can I get change for
it's
this?
going
Can I
through
cash this check?
and it's going through caverns. It's doing its Top Gun type flying. So I don't know. It's if you're enjoying the view, it's 12 hours have gone by now. 18 hours have gone by. 24 hours have gone by. 36 hours have gone by.
Oh my
The whale
god.
only goes at about 25 miles per day.
Wow.
40 hours have gone by.
Where are we going?
48 hours have gone by. Have you guys rested at all, or are you just enjoying the
Yeah.
trip?
Oh,
You
Oh
guys
yeah.
can.
I've slept a million times if it's been that many
There's
hours.
nothing else to do but stay.
Yeah.
There's a show going on outside the bubble. Okay.
Eh,
The
can,
56
can,
hours go by.
when you poke the bubble, what happens?
So if you do you go up to the bubble and like just
Yeah,
put your finger?
I said
You
pokes the
actually
bubble.
it forms around your finger. Not
Okay,
forms around your finger so you can feel water, but the bubble extends with your finger.
gotcha.
It's flexible.
To,
Yes.
to be
I'm back.
fair, I don't
Yeah.
think we've had it. I don't have had any really water, and I'll be honest, I might have actually died of dehydration. Being you said it was about internal temperature of a whale, which is 99 degrees
99.
Fahrenheit, which is way over what I'm used to. I might have actually passed out of
Yeah,
exhaustion.
you got some good sleep, so you have one level of exhaustion then.
No, I mean, if these are 48 hours or so of this, I don't know if
54 hours,
54 hours.
58 hours,
Um,
62 hours, 68 hours, and Anjanuk is just swimming along. You may have said, I've seen that shipwreck before.
Has anybody asked him how long it's going to be?
no, no, we would
Or
try to. Yeah, we'll
He
try to talk to him. Like,
maybe he forgot
Anjin,
we were back here
Anjinu,
if we don't keep talking to him, you know?
he
can you hear us? When are we getting to the island?
Anjanu.
he cannot contact he can't communicate with you because the only way to communicate for him is by voice. It's not psychic or anything, so you would literally only hear and nothing. So about 72 hours, 3 days from when you left, so you're looking at on the third morning. um Finally you sense he is starting a rise, starting an ascent. And
Finnick, wake up!
finally, wake up! Slap, slap, slap. And
And I promise that it's not another I Spy game.
exactly,
So he's
it
been
all looks
underwater
the
for 3
same.
days. Most whales can only hold their breath for so long. They do have to surface to get air themselves.
That's what I was looking. I'm
I
like,
mean,
He's
this
got a
is
bubble.
really weird.
He's got a bubble.
So he's breathing the same air we're breathing? That's going to get
Yep.
stale after 3 days.
So
And it's already
you
90
guys
degrees.
Show up. You
Ew.
guys show up.
Just think he doesn't
Hold
floss
on,
either.
you guys show up.
I'm not
Where'd
in
it
his
go?
mouth. I don't care if he flosses.
Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. You guys show up in the southeastern corner. And I put you on I've already got you on the map, but if I were to I'm just picking somebody, I'm going to pick the lightest color. So you guys show up, right. I11. Yeah, I11 right here. You guys show up right here. See where PAX is in the bottom right corner?
Yep. Yep.
No, I mean, those blocks, each block is 200 miles. Sorry, 200 feet.
I was going to
So-
say, that's a 200-mile
Right.
more or longer
So I
boat.
only-
Holy crap, those are huge
Right.
boats.
So I only need PAX's icon to be up there. So PAX, you guys approach a thingamajiggy.
A thingamajiggy.
You
Is it 200 miles
approach-
long too?
As the whale reaches the surface, the bubble dissipates around you. Water drops off of it. You guys get a nice, cool, refreshing breath of cold air.
Oh my
and
god.
The fog.
Actually,
How tall are these cliffs? Because if that's 200 miles, that's... Sorry, 200 feet? Those are like, 30 or 40-foot cliffs, I'm assuming?
Keep going. So I'll tell you. I'll do the read as you're approaching. The fog through which you just came traveling through thins enough for you to see 50-foot high cliffs of solid ice. Jutting out of the water of the coast are bare, weather-beaten masts of sunken ships. Ahead of you is what you make out appears to be a partially shattered dock carved out of ice. As you get closer, it becomes obvious that dock was made for frost giants. Anjanouk pulls up along the end of the dock and says, "Well, welcome to the island of Solstice. This is where you said you wanted to go, so have a nice day, and
How do we get a hold of you
Yes.
if we need to get back?
Oh, you back.
I'll be swimming around the island. Just, come back here and yell my name. If I can hear you, I'll pick you up. But I got to keep an eye out for that pesky rock."
So there's a giant bird we got to watch out for too, huh?
Supposedly.
Well, I would. The Ishkar, is it Ishkar? Hold on, it is. I gotta find the name.
Would
Ishkar?
he know the name though?
Yeah, he does. They've had lots of run-ins. Where's it?
Is there any wounds or scars on this whale then that we see, like claw marks
Yeah.
and that?
Yeah.
We'll
He
try
looks
to
like he's
take
been-
care of this
There it is.
evil
He
bird
says.
for you then.
He says, "Ixar is one of Ariel's minions. How do you think she flies across the night?"
I don't know. We've heard of there's a dragon around too, so I wasn't sure.
So Ixar?
Iskar. Iskra. Iskra, the rock. Iskra the rock is what Ariel flies to cast the spell over the night sky.
And who is Ariel? Do we know that name?
The
I don't remember.
Frostmaiden.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Ariel
we've
is
only
the
known her by
Frostmaiden.
the Frostmaiden, as far as I know. So
Okay, Ariel is the Frostmaiden.
Yeah, we were all the original information we were given had that her name in there too.
Ariel the Frostmaiden. The lesser god. So he does tell you that he will be in the area, and just to come out back to the pier, and I don't know, at the end of the pier is a giant piece of metal that he says bang on. There you go. Because there's no bell.
She is also known as the Queen of
Too bad I
Winter.
don't have a
She has many
thunderstone.
names.
Okay.
All right. So turn to Feline. All right. All right. Wizard, where will we find this frost giant fortress?
And give me and she yeah, she points to the very large skull like top of the middle volcanic mountain. She points up there and says, "That's where we have to go. We have to get into Grimskull."
Mm.
The dock. Okay. Frost giants fashioned this dock out of ice and built it to endure, apparently. Yet sections have been broken away and fallen into the sea. Because the dock was scaled for frost giants, you have to climb up to reach the top of it. You were dropped at a broken down piece of the dock. So for you guys to get up to the top of the dock, unless you're going to do it by magic levitation or flying, you need to roll athletic checks so you can get to a flat part of the dock. Do you want to all just roll, or are you going to send the best person up there to tie a rope?
Well, we're gonna we're gonna get up there. We're gonna do fun stuff.
Okay.
How high is it?
It is at least 20 feet up.
I'm 8 foot, some big on my back, stand on my shoulders. We're almost to the top.
Yeah, I mean, we do packs on top of Briar. That gets us 15 feet. And next person can reach the top.
Okay. That's the safest way to do it. Then you can rope something off and pull everybody up. That works for me.
Sure.
So after a little bit, you get everybody up there, you get all your gear up there. When you get
Since
to the back of the dock at the um, first part of the island, the 50-foot high cliffs, a 20-foot wide path is made from bricks of ice that lead you from the dock inward into the island. You have stairs to climb to get up 50 feet worth of stairs. I'm guessing you guys are following the trek. There is um, a path to follow. Hence, you can see it on the map. That is an actual worn path.
can we tell if it's been used recently?
It's all ice. Those of you who are wearing boots of the Winterland can walk with no problem. If in case it's not like you're gonna slide down the stairs, but if there's ever a need to run fast, move quickly, you can take disadvantage on your running and your stuff like that to stay up. But if
Those
you
boots
have
don't
the
exist.
right, or if you decide to put on crampons, you can
Yeah.
also walk really easily.
Well,
It
I'm wearing my crampons for sure.
Okay, it takes the
Yeah.
disadvantage away. So, so as you climbing up these stairs, for you guys, they're large steps, except for possibly Briar and Pax. At the top of it, there is an ice Miffit who's staring at you and smiling and
Hello,
feeling and
friend.
looking very giddy, I should say.
Why are you so happy?
Yeah. Friends to
Um,
kill.
you it it tilts its head and goes. Do any of you speak Aquan or Orin?
Nope.
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 Let me see if she does. Let me find her. Give me a second. See if she speaks it. What's the name? Where is she?
What about my natural explorer, the Arctic train that should help us? on the movement and stuff, so we're not disadvantaged.
Villain Harpo. Let's see. What does she speak? She speaks. No, she doesn't speak it either. You see it jumps up and down, and you see it point towards the castle or the skull, and it jumps up and down, and it points to the skull, and you see it going. It says it like that.
It seems we have a guide. Do we trust it?
I would whisper to you saying, probably not.
Would seem unwise to trust it, but that is the way we are going.
And you see it turn, and it's hopping and walking. Its arms are all jetting out, and it's gets like 5 feet, 10 feet ahead of you, and then it turns around and it looks at you like, like, are you coming?
Oh, I will start heading that direction. There's nothing else to do.
And
I'll
you
do
see,
the same.
okay, and it stays in front of you, and it's kind of like you're being led by a little ice-looking midget, and you see it'll sometimes maybe it points out off to the left. There's a slick spot, and you see it do the and it steps off to the right and kind of guides you around it, and you know walk a little further, another 10 15 minutes, you're getting down this little aisle over here. I gotta get, you're walking up, you guys are getting through here, you're getting around here. It points out, maybe there's a thin ice over to the right, and it's trying to stand between you and it waves you guys around it like, look out, there's she's trying to talk to you in hand gestures.
I,
um
I'm not. I'm certainly not comfortable with this welcome as we arrived.
um And while you're walking, Valin comes up with. She knows that the orb is here somewhere because that's where Nas Landamir um, was last heading. Was to this isle. And remember, she's trying to find the orb. Well, this is the last known place for that orb. She knows that there are shipwrecks surrounding this island and has heard that they're full of loot waiting to be claimed.
But
She
I
also.
thought we were here for the codicil, not the orb. The orb is
Oh,
the
they're sorry. You're here for the codicil, but she's telling you that the person who has the orb was last known coming to this island, whether the orb is here or not. So
What
you are
is
here
the
for the
orb?
codicil. The orb is the orb of la 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 la. Where is it?
Maso or whatever.
The professor orb, which is another part of being able to get down to the city, the ancient city of Yethrin, through the Reghead uh chasm. What was it called?
I
Reghead.
thought that was beneath the Regged Glacier.
It, that's where they're trying. That is, you're trying to
You
get
need
into
the
it.
orb to
You
get in.
you need both things. One to get in, and the other one gives you the codicil of white. Gives you
Okay,
Just jive
so
with
contains
your
a
notes, Tom, because I don't remember any of
contain
this.
the codicil of white contains a
no, this
spell
is not
that can
meant to
open a
my note.
passage through the Reged Glacier to the Lost Netherese city. That's what the codicil of white does.
Okay, so this slightly changes, and I know like you were reading last time and trying to figure it out, Martin.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But I just want to be clear. We are here to get both items, hopefully, and both of them gets us to the city. But why do we care about going to the city? Or is
Because
she just going to the city?
she wants to go to the city. She wants to continue on and
Okay, well,
find the
we
Yithrin.
only said
Ye-
we're only helping her get these items, not necessarily taking her to the city.
Correct. And what you guys are supposed to be doing here is potentially you're here to get rid of the
Or
Frostmaiden because this is where she's supposed to be. It's kind of a twofer. she's going to help you out. You help her out. You don't have to continue on after this, but you can. That's up to you. You want to stop the endless winter.
Yep.
And you're hoping this is the end of the endless winter.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we
that's
are.
originally what you signed up for.
They hope to get these items.
Well, no,
Yes.
to end the endless winter way at the beginning. That was the whole start of this whole thing. Then you found her, and now you're helping her. She's helping you. Yes.
Right. But she said we asked for her help, even though we ended up she did next to nothing.
Correct. At
Pulling
the
me
last
back.
fight, you are not wrong. She stood there pushing small kids out of the way. That was what she did. Yes. And she gave you a Lemon's tiny hut.
Right. Yeah.
See, she
Yes,
didn't do nothing. She gave you one thing. So in her eyes, she helped.
Okay. So well, we're heading towards this castle right now.
You're following. Yep, you're following the whatever. She's just saying that the last ship she knows that came here had the other arcane brotherhood wizard possibly or on it. And the last thing she talks about is that there are beautiful ice sculptures supposedly on this island somewhere. That's it. That's all she can give you. So this little ice miffet, you guys you can move yourself along the trail, 200 feet per walk. The ice miffet is keeping you from falling into
We don't see the
chasms.
trail. We don't see the
Oh,
trail.
you don't see the blue trail? I'm sorry. Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta
That's
figure
on
out how
the.
to.
It must be on the GM layer.
Let me see if it is.
We go all the way up and around everywhere but the where we're supposed to
Does
go.
that? Oh, there you go. Does that give it to you?
Yes. Now we see the trail.
Okay, so there's
Ah.
the trail. Then that was my bad. I'm sorry. So
Boo.
yeah, now you can do to do to do. There you go. Sorry, I thought it was visible. My bad. All right,
So
so you
we
do, and
keep
I mean,
moving
all
on.
he's doing is taking you around. I mean, the only reason people
Hazardous
come here is
areas,
to
basically.
exactly. He's trying to keep you from running into things and stuff like that. So once you get to the next one over to your left, Tom, at that point you see all of these things sticking out of the ground, and through the blowing snow, you see a grand assembly of ice sculptures across this field at the foot of this mountain, the Skull Mountain, um, in the center of the island. Closer examination reveals, so you can move closer. You're gonna, I'm guessing you're examining as you're getting closer. Um, it reveals that the sculptures are completely faithful to their subjects: bears, elk, saber-toothed tigers, wolves, yetis, ramarazes, white dragons, and other creatures of the north. No mortal hand could have created such wonderful work.
And I point to Remoraz. That is the creature that I have been afraid we would run into. And dragons, of course.
Lions and tigers and bears. All right,
I
so
mean, we don't need to worry about dragons. We have a dragon pounder here.
Of course, but you were not there when we met the great ancient one.
Yeah, that was a little weird. The wizard on his back was dead, and he fell off, and then the dragon freaked out and told us to leave and not touch him. And his little kobolds came back and helped put him back on, but we freed the kobolds, so he let us go.
Yeah,
Really
see, it
weird.
was you. Arveatres was definitely a strange creature. Well, I let us be wary as we move through here. We do not wish to become a permanent addition to the collection.
okay, so you walk through. no problem. You see the little ice myth, doing the and it keeps walking, hopping and bouncing the whole way.
Wish I could still do my backgrounds because I
All that.
had an image of all those creatures in the ice
What do you
that I
got?
was
What,
using.
Steve?
I just hope it's not talking about how we're gonna make great sculptures ourselves.
Well, you get out of there with no issues. So you continue.
You look like you're gonna make a good steak.
Oh,
Yeah. It's not the getting there, it's the getting out. We have to go back all the way back to the dock at some point.
Okay, so right about here, maybe one more north. Now you are starting to follow the path that's actually rising. And rising before you is a 600-foot tall mountain of glacial ice. And at its peak is a carved to resemble a gigantic skull wearing a crown. Weaving up the mountain's southern slopes, enormous stairs hewn from the ice. Let me get you a picture of said crown.
Looks like a lot of switchbacks.
It's a lot of switchbacks. Yes. Okay, so I need this one, and I need this one. That's the one I need right there. I want to show this to you guys. Okay, show to everybody. This is what you see as you are approaching.
Oh,
These steps, which extend from the base of the mountains to the base of the fortress, are clearly made for giants. Let's see if I can.
So somebody bends down and the other person jumps off their back to get up, and then they pull the last
Dun
person
dun
up.
dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the steps are truly between 8 to 10 feet tall for what. So yeah, you're walking up like you're midgets. Well, you
That
guys are
sure hurt.
walking up slowly.
Well, if they're
I'm
8 to
going
10
to.
feet tall, they're as tall as all of us, so we're always pushing the next person up.
There you go. That's fine. There's no hurry.
And if they're all
This
made
is
of
a
ice, I'm
workout.
assuming, yeah, we're all tied with a rope so that, on the last person that's down there, we all just pull them up versus, then if anybody slips on them and starts falling, we got everybody on a rope, so we either all fall or, we catch somebody.
And we do have climbers kits available, so we can kind of pinton our
Yeah.
way up too if we need to.
Well, I'd put my crampons underneath my
Yeah.
boots of the Winterland if need be.
so you shouldn't need to.
Shouldn't need to,
Your
no.
boots
But
give
if
you
they're
sure
ice or
footing.
whatever, then just to get even better footholds,
Okay. All right.
I
So
might be
yeah,
able to sprint up the steps. Then being a dexterity
so
monk, who knows?
you follow your walk all the way up. This whole thing takes you a good few hours to get from the docks all the way up here, and it's been just basically a sightseeing uh, trip.
It's the Castle Grayskull by the looks of
Castle
it.
Grayskull,
Yeah,
you got
Yeah.
it.
that's all I can think of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
That's
just
all.
turned it to Grimscully, so they didn't have a TM registration error.
Let me just look at something here.
While he's looking up stuff, I do mention y'all about a friend I've sent for Cam. That don't be surprised if he shows up one of these days.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just getting stuff here, so this
This is just in preparation, just in case.
Well, if that happens in preparation,
I want to
I don't
open.
think that any of us would know who this person was because the person would show up to see what nothing but a bunch of dead bodies.
Yeah.
Okay,
You'd be
I'm
the only
looking
one
for
living,
something,
though.
and it's not giving me the option. I want to open light. How do I get light? How do I do, Tom? How do I do the map where I can open an area, light up an open area of the map, just that area? Which one is it? Dynamic lighting, is it?
No, that's the standard lighting if you want to just con- perfectly control what area to light.
So I want to light this area up. I just opened it. I hope. Okay, okay, so we're gonna do this anyway. As you guys get closer, let's see if I can drop you guys. Okay, good. That works. Okay, so you guys are on this path, the path that you were coming up. And you guys can see to the right. All I wanted you to see was what it looks like as you approached. There's the dungeon level, the entry level, the palace level, and the battlement level. This is the picture you see as you came up.
What is?
You don't see to. Oh, I got to move you over. Sorry, my bad. I got to move you over to here. I'm just looking at your character's light view. You should be
Oh.
able to see the picture to the right.
It's
I see a
all
nice black
black.
screen.
It
Yeah,
is
everything's
because
black.
it shows me I'm using your personal light, Tom, to light the picture.
Nope, I see
Yeah,
nothing.
Okay.
everything's black.
Okay, well, sucks to be you guys. Can't see anything then. So let's do this. Everything's black.
Sucks to be you.
Good
So
thing
this
I
would
got
be. Is
blind
there a
fighting.
way in Roll20 to like just put a light in a room that's not
Yep.
visible, and then you can just turn the light on and just have the map open up room by room that way? You know, if somebody's
Yep.
going through a dungeon.
Can
You
you
just
see?
create
See?
tokens that emit light, and you can place
Drop
them.
'em in.
Like you can place, yeah, you can drop them in. You can
Okay.
place them
That'd
in
be
the
the way that
over.
I would do it, because I would feel that would just
Yeah.
be easier. Just put them all in there and then like right click on them and say show light or whatever, and
Yep,
you walk
that's
into a
how I'm
room. Now you
setting
can
up
see
some
it.
of uh, my maps for the
Hold
future.
on.
Putting them right where there are actual fire sources.
Yeah.
Can
Light
you
source.
see now?
Yes, we see the bottom.
Okay.
Nope.
Uh,
Tom sees
But
the
Tom.
bottom.
I see.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's what you.
Tom's
That's
not streaming. I am, so nobody can see
so.
anything technically.
So if I do this, can everybody see it yet? No. Okay. Sorry,
Nah,
Tom. I just put you in the middle of it just to open it up.
yeah, but they're not seeing because I'm not. That's
I got
because I see based on my vision.
I got you
Yeah, we don't see based on his vision. We see based on ours.
on your own vision. Yeah.
Right. They would only see if I was a light source.
And Tom and Patrick, you're under complete black because you don't have any night vision, do you?
Nope.
You just emit your
But if we're
tokens,
going
correct?
into something that's dark, I'm either turning a
I mean,
torch
if
on
I
or
would,
something.
I'll create light. I would have to create light if we're going somewhere that's dark too, because I don't have vision.
Yeah.
I
All
do.
right. Yeah.
Yep. Only
Well,
Briar and Finnick have vision.
can you see over there, Finnick?
I
how
see
far?
nothing.
Okay.
Oh no, I see something. I didn't know we were in the bottom.
I mean, if I show you this, can you see it?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
I'm on top of Castle Grayskull.
Yes, you're on. That's exactly right. You're on Castle Grimskull.
Yeah.
Grimskull.
All right.
Sorry.
It's Grimskull. Yeah. Let me
Grimskully.
read what. Okay, so a couple of things you need that you do know about this. One, everything is giant sized. These are just common features throughout the fortress. Everything, furnishings, passageways, dimensions of rooms made for huge creatures. True about accessory items, including treasure. Sorry, guys. Ice and mist, all surfaces, floors, ceilings, walls, so forth, made of super smooth, opaque, chiseled ice. And there's a 2-foot blanket of cold mist that creeps across the floors. They're not slippery, so don't worry about that. You don't see any light coming from it whatsoever. The doors you notice right in front of you, they're 25 foot high and 8 foot wide, and they look really, really thick. Everything above you is about 30 feet high, so the top of where the ceiling should be is when you get in there, it should be pretty high. So the steps end in front of a double door made from slabs of ice with dragon skulls and bones embedded on them. Are you going to create light, Tom?
Yeah, I definitely create light.
Then I'm going to drop a token so we can create the token as the light. Okay.
I mean, why don't you just go ahead and I'm as we enter, I'm going to create my my wildfire spirit too. So you might as well just create the spirit and give it light. Give it 20 feet of light.
Okay, okay.
Actually, 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim.
Okay, let me go to here. So we'll give you this guy. I gotta make him a little bit bigger. I don't think you want him that small. There's that. You want, what'd you say, 20 feet bright?
Yep, 20 bright, 20 dim. That's what the light spell creates. And then you can change my character to just like only see like 5 feet. So I can move myself
We'll
around.
just go with that.
Okay.
They end in front of a big double door made from slabs of ice. Can you all see the bird? Okay. So with ice of dragon skulls and bones embedded in them, carved into the lintel is a single word in. Anybody speak Dwarven script?
Nope, not anymore.
Anybody speak Dwarvish?
I
Anybody?
speak Dwarvish.
You do?
Yep.
Good
Okay.
job.
Well, the Dwarvish word carved above these doors they say Grimskala.
Ah,
Imagine that. It's the
Grimskull.
name. Yeah, it's the name of the
Yeah.
voice.
It's Dwarvish. Very simplistic.
Whoever,
The giants
whoever,
hired out dwarves to make their.
no,
No, they use the Dwarven script because everybody uses Dwarven script because it's so simple. It's so easy. It's
And
so
ancient.
easy, a dwarf could do it.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, that answered that question. All right, so let me
Actually,
open.
on that note, that's what dwarves are actually named after, the script itself.
All right, so the doors are openable. You can push them in if you'd like.
We listen, we hear anything?
Nothing.
Okay. Who's going first?
Okay,
Oh,
looks
come on,
like
there's not
Finnick
even a
takes a
foot.
walk. Briar takes a
There's
walk. So
not even a
w-
footprint in there.
nope. So
Everything's
as
still
you go
black,
in,
so
this
I
is
have
a.
no clue what's going on.
No, you don't see the bird, Pat.
Way at the
I
bottom of the
have
screen.
everything is still black. I'm all scrolled all the way to the bottom. The whole fucking
Okay.
screen is still black.
Hmm.
I told you I would light a torch, so put a torch on me for 30 foot and 30 foot, please. I don't care who has light on. If I have to have my own light,
I
I'm
did.
gonna bring a
I
torch.
didn't know. Better. Did that give you
It's
light?
interesting.
I have
So
nothing.
Oh, I. Okay.
because I can see your light, the light on Anochi now too.
Yeah, I just gave you the 30 and
Yeah.
30.
Look at the stream.
You-
It's completely black, and I'm scrolled down to the bottom of this map
I'm
and zoomed
going
out
to the.
to 50% of the map. So
I'm going to this your thing because I was told not to have it going because it doubled the bouncy
you
stuff.
just gotta mute it when you have it open in your in your tab
Alright.
if you want it open. But
It's thinking
it's all
about
black.
starting.
I don't see nothing. So,
See nothing.
which means everybody out there sees nothing. I apologize, people.
See, there's a light or night vision is enabled tokens.
No, it's so weird because
Does that
Now I
help?
do. Yep. Now he just
But
appeared.
do you see everything or just that little area there 30 feet?
I see my circle of 30 feet and then a dim circle of 30 feet after it. That's all I see.
Because it's not loading for me, so I'm not seeing anything. That's all on Twitch.
what did you have to change, Martin?
I went and clicked his. Oh, there now it works. Turned his token vision
Yeah,
to
there's always
vision
a
on.
2-minute delay or so on Twitch.
Okay.
And it said gives the ability to see if there is a light or night vision enabled, and
Okay.
tokens can see the edge of available light.
That makes sense.
So can
All right.
everybody see now?
Yeah,
Al?
I can see.
Yep. I can
Okay,
see.
there you go. So there we go. Good. Thank you. So
Woot.
as you see Briar and Finnick in the room, you see a long rectangular room. It is strewn with pieces of rotting wood and rusted metal. The remnants of giant weapons are against the wall and floor and weapon racks. A rusted out helmet the size for a giant lies near the back wall.
So we go in.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
These
Are we just standing
these
here or are we
yeah,
going in?
these doors to your left are
They're
open.
open.
They are open, and you see basically this long room is from this room to the room to your left. It's that's the guards room, and there's still just destroyed tables, destroyed chairs, weapons rusted and strewn all over the place. So that's what if you decide to look to your left, Those
And
doors are
everything's
open.
like 50-foot ceilings, you said?
Yep.
Should
The
I have my dark
door.
vision in here
Let's
or not?
see. Ceilings are 30 feet high.
How wide is this corridor? It's 10-foot corridor, or is it a 20-foot?
Each 20 foot. Every square is 10 feet.
So then I think you need to make all our tokens half as big.
Okay, I can do that. We'll do that. So we're gonna go shrinky shrinky.
Yeah, there we
That-
go.
Shrinky shrinky.
Now we're within the 5-foot squares, and we
Shrinky shrinky.
seem tiny like we should with walking down these halls.
And shrinky shrinky. Okay, when you get to there is a door to your right. I'm just zooming in a little bit so I can get people. There's a door off to your right. The hallway continues on for about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 feet. And you do see what looks like, um, uh, well, to you, it would look like a dark passageway or a hole in the ground to your north. A good 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 90 feet away from you. For
Hey.
Finnick and, yeah, what's up?
Briar, go up to the door and help me up. I want to see if I can get if I can look through the keyhole if it's not open. Since it's,
Okay.
Well,
Is there a gap on the floor?
do you try the door?
well, I
No, they
can't even
want to
get up
look
to the
in.
door.
He wants to look through first.
Oh, I know, but he said unless it's already open. That's why I messaged you. Check to see if it was open.
Like
All
if
right,
the,
so
we
if
can't
the
even
door
reach
is
the
pushed
door.
open, not
there is
necessarily
no
unlocked open.
there is no keyhole. Now, so far every door
So there's
you've
no
found
doorknob.
has been correct. There's no doorknob, but every door that you've gotten to so far has been open.
Is there
Okay,
a crack
this
under the
door's not,
door?
though.
Can we just look under the door?
Sure, you can put a crack under the door.
Well, like if we're small and the doors are huge, there might be a half a head's width that we might be able to lay down and get an eyeball under it to see if there's anything in the room. If that's all
Sure.
he's looking for.
As okay, if you are trying to look underneath the door, the room is dark, and with your dark vision, you see what is it, 60 or 90? No, but you don't see anything
I
because you
see 120 feet when I
okay.
get down there and look.
You do see the room is dark. The room is cold like everything else, but you do see a warm, large shape on the other side of the room.
Can I tell if it is alive or statue or anything? Do I know?
Well, since it's a large shape in your dark vision, that's heat, so it's got to be somewhat alive.
Okay. I quietly poke him and
Do you have
quietly.
vision too, Bennett? You have dark
Yeah.
vision, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
you see the same thing.
Yep. So there's no reason to really go in there unless you can actually open it up. So we don't necessarily need to make the noise for nothing.
So
I walk up behind you guys and I go, "Is it open? Did you push on it?
I did not push on it.
Do we want to go in?"
If you want to, just don't, hit it.
There's something maybe in there though.
Do the hinges look like they're on the outside of the door or the inside?
They open in.
Okay.
Hold on.
I will throw my torch roughly over here
Okay.
on the ground, or set it on the ground. Not necessarily throw it.
Mhm.
And then I will go back to the door and I will stealthily push it open.
Which one? The upper one or the lower one or both?
What do you mean by upper and lower?
There's
a left and a right
left door. Okay, so
I'm
which
standing
one?
in front of the right one.
Okay. So as you push it open,
And it
you
was
do.
a 24 stealth to push it open quietly.
Okay, cool. And that's why I was saying you see a
I don't know
giant
how much I really see because my torch is away from me now.
Okay. Well, then you hear breathing at the other side of the room.
So I pull back and I go back and get my torch and I go, "There's something in there." In a whisper.
Okay.
Door's open. What do we want to do? I don't know how to speak giant.
Nobody can hear you.
I
but
do speak giant. Do I hear it saying anything, mumbling or anything?
It's just breathing, and now that the door's open, you might hear the deep breathing of.
Well, if this place is
Just a
is
big long big
occupied,
long.
um, I mean, were we not expecting it to be abandoned?
I looked
And
to
I
the
and I
lady
and I
that we're
looked
with.
at
Where is she? She's not a
the
token
lead.
here. She should be
Oh
with
no,
us.
I gotta get a token. Hold on. Thank you for reminding me. I gotta find her.
I'm thinking we probably don't want to mess with things that we don't need to mess with.
And if we don't, they're just going to come with everything else once the alarm's raised, anyways.
There you go. There's the lady. Let me get her on.
You know how this works.
Yeah.
We get to where we want, we get seen, spotted, fight something, then all of a sudden we got 50 more to
There you
fight, where one at a time
Talk
is
on
better if we can take them out
So
quietly.
there you go. And I'm gonna give the. Okay, so she's standing back amongst you guys, and she's like, what do you see? What's in there?
Go have a look. I don't want to bring the light over by it because it might wake up whatever's in there. It sounds
Don't
like it's sleeping.
think she can see. I'm just checking. She can't see in the dark either. So, okay, she's
Well,
seeing if she has
otherwise
the light
somebody
spell. She doesn't have a
quietly
light
go
spell
in
either.
and coup de grace.
Oh, she does have light. Okay. Okay. So
Frost giants have never been in the normal realm of D&D a friendly thing. So if that's what we think is in there, quietly sneak up and coup de grace the darn guy. Stick a knife through his throat.
what's going on?
Can't hear you, Fennec.
Hope you kill
Sam,
him on the first try.
if he was in this room, or giants in this room, he hasn't left the room because there's not been a footprint or nothing.
I don't know. There's like dust on the hallways and there's no footprints anywhere.
There's the
Looks
mist
like
in the
there's snow to
halls.
me.
It could have fresh snowed, but there's nothing that you can see.
So this is still considered outside where snow would have gotten on it.
That came through windows. There's doors that could be open. The
But
snow
if all
can
the doors
flood
are
through the.
closed right now, and that's why I'm trying to understand.
Could these creatures be connected to the Frostmaiden? I mean,
Well, she sent giants out before from the reports that I got.
So as soon as we slay one, will it alarm her?
So to answer your question, Onachi, all surfaces, floors, ceilings, walls, and so forth, have a 2 foot deep blanket of cold mist creeping along the bottom of them, so it keeps them completely smooth, not slippery, but it takes away any sign of movement. And it's always 2 feet deep. The
Okay.
mist. It's not a snow. It's just a
Yeah.
mist.
So we're walking
So
through knee deep mist.
yeah, you're walking through
So
knee
we
deep
can't
unless
tell
you're
if there's
short.
snow, if there's anything else
Correct.
underneath it. Got it.
Correct. There
Okay,
you go.
that makes sense. So how I would turn to Finnick then and go, how can you tell there's been no movement? I can't see through this thick mist.
And it gets on his belly and looks at it. No.
He's like
Yeah, I got
feeling
nothing.
in the floor.
But you can't see that there was movement either.
He's not wrong.
He's got his cloak that he's just swaying it side to side to clear the mist away. He's like, I don't see any footprints, and then it just covers right back up again. Okay, well, what are we gonna do here? I whispered you guys, so are we gonna go in and see what this is? Do we want to close the door again? Do we just want to sneak past, leave it open? I don't know what's going on.
Do we have any idea what area we're going to in here to find the item we need to find?
we look at the woman. Does she know? Have any clue?
You're muted, Finnick.
So if that's great because I was actually whispering. If you think this is going to be a bad thing, and you think we need to take this out, we need to take it out because we don't want this coming back at us later on.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. We don't want it to come up on us when we're dealing with something else if the alarm is raised or whatever. So
I'm going to go for this.
if we believe this is a bad place, I don't see why we can't be murder hobos.
And there's nothing wrong with sending creatures ending their cycle for this life. There are others that they can experience.
Quietly sneak in with the torch in my hand this time, so hopefully it doesn't wake him.
Okay.
It's
Well,
a 22.
okay, that's cool. But you said you walked in. Well, Finnick's already right next to him. How Finnick got there? Finnick's okay.
Finnick rolled a 16 stealth, so
I see. I'm with you on that. I've got
And I
that.
rest up 5 steps at a 5 foot at a time.
Okay. So as you enter the room, there is a withered old frost giant leaning heavily on a great axe, sitting in front of a tall door on the far wall. Behind him is a door. The giant sits upon a stool which creaks under his weight. So as you walked in, Finnick, he is staring at you with
So right
cloudy
back here.
eyes. So
Gotcha.
you would have made eye contact with him. Not there. Not there. You got to move. One more. There.
Oh, so he didn't notice me when I first walked in the room.
No, he
took a
didn't.
while to find.
yes, blind sense. I have a feeling. Cloudy
So,
eyes.
he stares at you. You see him kind of shift in the chair, and in giant, since nobody speaks. Oh no, you
I
speak.
speak
Briar
giant.
speaks giant. You see him stand. He's not jumping up. He's elderly. He stands like he's done this before, and he says, "Well, what Briar can understand is
And
that impact."
Pax
Oh,
is
Pax. Okay, I thought you said Pat. Okay,
yes. No, furbolgs are also giant
gotcha.
type. So
So he says, "Death, we meet at last." And he raises his axe. So I need Finnick, basically everybody to. You guys can have a reaction, Finnick and Onachi. But then we're into initiative.
A reaction?
You can move out. You can try to move behind him. No, not reaction. You can have an action. Sorry, an action.
Well, I take my reaction. I take a step back, and I'm gonna say in I'm gonna use the language primordial to repeat back to him and point to him after he says death is what he
Right.
said. I point to him like that, like
Mhm.
that's his name,
Yeah.
and I point to myself, and I'm like,
In
in
primordial,
in primordial, I say something so it goes, "How go?"
because
or whatever.
that's all he hears.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's not looking at Onachi, even though you came in with a light.
If
Finnick
I
was the
see
first
cloudy
person
eyes,
that.
I'm assuming he's not fully visioned either. He might be sensing off blind sense when people get close to him.
Well, I'll tell you at the end. So anyway, so you get there. You have your action, both you and Onachi. Was your action to go blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I took one step back, step back,
Uh-huh.
and I I thought he was introducing himself, and I introduced myself back.
Okay, and then what do you do, Onachi, for your action?
I go into dodge
Okay.
and I step
So
forward.
sounds good. I'm just putting people into
What is the
just.
other black circle thing around him here?
Oh, that's just telling me what room number it is.
Okay.
That's all that was.
Is that number 6?
That's G3.
Oh.
So I'm just
Bingo.
giving him his initiative. Everybody got theirs in there. No, I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing?
If you win with G6 as your
One?
bingo,
Really?
You're missing the
I want.
woman?
Okay, I'll put her in now. So she's probably gonna stay back here. So I'm gonna add her in.
Yeah, she's a
I'm gonna
magician. She needs to be casting spells with us. If we're helping her, she's helping
her.
us.
She understands that, so she's gonna do this. And she got a 20, so she's gonna go up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing. Who am I missing? Briar Pax. I'm missing a Finnick. Finnick, what'd you get for
Oh,
initiative?
you want me
You
to roll
never
my
rolled it.
initiative?
You never rolled it. That's why. So there. Well, it's only
You got too many tabs open.
Initiative? He don't need no stinking initiative.
that's right. But yeah, it's only
He
18.
knows
Pretty
his
good.
initiative. He's first.
Yeah. hmm
Nope.
All right, so this is who's that? That's so you see from out of the hallway comes a where is it? Yeah, that's gonna help. That's gonna help. Really?
Comes two wolves, sized to be rideable by giants.
Okay, so you see. Oh, that'll work. You see her? She's like bippity boppity bippity boo, and she. That's not what she's gonna cast. That's what she's gonna cast. She's gonna cast a ray of enfeeblement on him to make him small. He needs to roll a Constitution.
Oh, yeah, he'll fail that, I'm sure.
14. He failed that.
Oh,
Making sure. What is the DC? DC is. What is her? Yeah, he fails. So, ray of enfeeblement. He is now loses how much? Black beam came out of her hands. You made it. Oh, got to make an attack. She has to make an attack. Sorry. Let me make an attack. Just a DC. This plus ranged for 1. This plus 1. Does she hit him? Yeah, she hits him. All right. And on the hit, make a range attack. On the hit, target deals only half the damage with the weapon attacking using strength. So he's going to do half damage for until the spell ends. So it takes, how long does this thing last? A minute. So he's got 10 rounds of half damage with his attack.
well,
Okay.
at the end of each round, he makes a save.
Let me just, at the
And
end
the
of each
first
turn,
one
he
he
can make another attempt. Yes, got it. All right, so that's her turn. Boop. Finnick.
And he's already
He
attacking them.
he's reaching slowly down, grabbing his axe, trying to bring it up.
I throw a couple daggers at him because I still have that is my only thing.
Go for it. Do your dagger thing.
I miss.
Um.
It just flies behind him and
Yeah.
hits the wall, but doesn't do anything.
Seriously,
And
yes, you
then
did.
yeah, and then I will throw my other one with my bonus action.
and crit.
It was the first one was to psych him out,
Yeah.
Okay.
and the
It's a
second,
distraction.
How much damage
Yep.
did you do on the second attack?
39.
39. Okay. All right. You done?
Yeah, I will.
Pax.
Yeah,
I will step over in front of the door, but there's the light source. Onochi's light source is out in the hall still, right?
No,
No,
he
I
took
picked
it
it
with
up
him.
and came in with it.
And I'm gonna open
Okay.
up this door
So
just
I
so
am
it's.
currently
There
in
you go.
dodge, and I am holding the torch.
Yeah. He's a
Okay.
dodging torch.
So then I will
Drinking, I know
step
things.
in and to the far right. And also, okay, now I can't, how come I can't grab it if I can't see it? And I will use my bonus action to pull the spirit in with me, and we will both attack this thing. The spirit will do its flame seed, which I will go ahead and do here. I'm just going to do I'm not doing guiding bolt. I'm just doing this as the creatures. Actually, technically, how come all these are not correct? I'm just going to do this.
Just do it.
So
Nike, just do it.
does a 13 hit him?
Yeah. No, wait. Wrong person. No.
Okay. Then I will do actually, and I will do a firebolt for myself as well
Okay.
as my action. So let's just try the actual firebolt. 15 is a 15 hit.
That does it.
Nice. Okay. And so wait, that does firebolt and actually also add another 2, so 14 points of fire to him.
Okay. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Briar.
So I have a quick question before I take my action bonus action. Since this is the first time I use Hunter's Mark, let's say if I laid Hunter's Mark action in him, at some point he died. Hunter's Mark lasts for an hour. Do immediately the next turn do I have to move it to somebody else, or it just says subsequent
If you don't
turn?
move it, you lose it, basically.
Okay.
If it dies
So
on whatever round, if you don't move it at the beginning of your next round to something else, it'll dissipate.
okay, that answers my question. So I'm gonna move forward, and since he's attacked, I'm gonna attack him. Okay, and longsword, first hit. That definitely for 11. Rolling my second hit. $17 for another 5. And that's it for right now.
Oh, Nachi, go ahead.
Should we be able to see his health bar yet?
Yeah, does he look like he's taking damage? I'm assuming so.
You should see his health bar now.
It's
Except
probably
that
in the dark area that
in
we
the
don't see it.
darkness.
So
Yeah.
didn't hear a word you said.
He's taking damage.
Okay.
Can you move him down a quarter of a smidge?
Um,
There, that's perfect.
That better?
Thank
Yep.
you, sir.
why do you want to die?
He's old and wants to die in battle.
Yeah, I know. And me being who I am with this character can't deny him that, so he is gonna go unarmed strike and just do a martial arts first to see how the first two hit. 20 to hit for 7 points of damage,
Uh-huh.
and another 20 to hit for another 6. And
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to spend any key points on this right now. So I will take the 2 hits and I will move around to this side of him to try to keep him guessing from him and me.
Okay. So you see the old frost giant. He's shaking as he's lifting his axe. And he says in tongue that some of you do understand, some of you don't. By the clan of Vasrikin, I shall protect my... And he takes a big swing at Finnick. And let's see what happens.
He has a heart attack, falls over, and dies anyways.
Pretty much. Does a 12 hit you? Finnick?
Can't hear you.
No,
Oh,
it
not
doesn't
Finnick.
hit
No,
me.
sorry. No, sorry. Finnick, you moved.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
Right,
hit me.
but Briar, I know, I got that. It doesn't hit
He
Briar
doesn't hit
either.
me.
Shut up. But Briar, you moved in front of him, so he would be swinging at you, Briar.
Okay.
And a 12 does not hit you. On his second roll, 27
That does.
for 29 points of damage, and that's
Ooh,
half.
he can
So you only take 14.
Yep.
still swing an axe pretty quick to get 2 attacks in and around.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like he's been doing it his whole life.
I am going to use this. Yeah. There we go.
So you reduce it by 7.
So I take 7.
There's actually a reason I used that now.
29 and halved was what? 14, and then halved to 7, or reduced by 7 to 7. So
What were you trying
still
to say,
muted, Martin.
Sarko?
After his swing of his axe once and then twice, you see him kind of put the head of the head of the axe down, and it's almost like he's out of breath. And it's now her turn.
I
Valin,
just say in common, which I know he probably doesn't understand. We are here to rest your old bones as we attack him.
of course, and he's not saying anything.
Yep.
I repeat that to him
You see
in giant.
you see Valin just stand back. Well, she stands more in the middle now, and she's just like holding her action. Finished her.
God, he's out
She
of
wants,
breath. I feel kind of bad for the guy.
she wants to
That's why he
zombie
wants to
die.
die in battle. Which that's why I said my character will. That's my character, so he would totally understand. No matter how old he is, I will help you die in battle.
Well, he's a giant though.
Well, and there's a reason why I'm not going all out on him either. I'm just smacking his ankles till he crumples.
Yeah, I just throw one dagger at him for a whole 20 points of psychic damage.
Only 20.
Yep. I could throw a second one at him, I suppose,
Go ahead.
but that one misses.
Yeah, that one misses. Pax?
Yeah, I'm just really. Why doesn't this? Some of them apply the +1 from my magic item, and some things don't. It's
Okay.
really weird.
Because sometimes that magic item doesn't apply to everything.
Because sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you
you don't.
don't.
Well,
As I say, if
but
it's a
the
plus
magic
one
item
for certain casting things, it'll only apply to the things that have an attack roll and not to other things.
I don't know.
to attack and damage rolls while holding it. Oh, and damage attack. I didn't even realize it was to damage as well. I didn't read that right. Oh, with it, no, and +1 to spell attack rolls and the saving throw DCs. Oh, of druid and ranger spells.
Yep.
That's the difference.
Yep, there you go.
That's the difference. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Then in that case, so here's the attack from the same thing we did last time. The wildfire spirit. Uses my attack, and it is so.
But it doesn't use slightly. Oh, you're actually
No,
using making it. Okay.
I'm doing. I was doing it to get a roll. What it does is it does this. 11 fire damage. Yep, it rolled it correctly.
Yep. So you didn't do any action. You just told your pet to do it. Now it's done.
And that was my bonus action. And then I'm going to cast Toll the Dead. And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Apparently, he is really wise.
Yeah, he makes it. So it nothing happens. That's my turn.
Now your pet gets to go.
No, the pet did go.
Your pet always goes right after you.
Oh,
No, we're on
I
a new
did-
round.
Oh,
Okay, Briar.
Al's playing the same type of character in
yeah.
my other game, so he knows
Yeah.
I
all the
mean,
crap about that character.
realistically, it doesn't make any difference if you roll for it first, but
Yeah.
I know
That
you're
don't
right.
hit.
Order of operations. That's the way it should be.
Oh,
All right. So Briar double whiffs Anachi.
If you bring up the pet though in your thing, it should actually have the spell attack on there properly.
It does. It's just jumping back and forth
Miss.
takes so much time.
Nope.
Uh,
Yep.
And a hit
Mm-hmm.
for 9 damage.
For 9.
thank God we don't have the crit fail rules.
Okay, so Briar, you get
Shh.
swung at with this trembling arm. Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
An 18 hit you?
Nope.
All right. And again, he's huffing and puffing, and it is her turn, and she just stands there holding her whatever she's pretending to do. And but she is encouraging you guys. Go, go, go. And if you're wondering, the ice smith it left as soon as you got to the stairwell up to the castle. Okay?
What? Sorry, testing.
The ice smith it left after you guys got to the
She
stairs
dismissed
to the
it so
castle.
she can raise a giant, guys. That's what she's done. So.
That's what it is. So it is Phoenix turn. What are you doing?
I do what I do because I don't
You
have
do
any
the
other.
you do the voodoo.
Yep.
You do so
I
well.
throw daggers
Okay.
because
It's what you
that
do.
is my whole thing.
It's what you
And
do.
I'm gonna continue our streak of ones.
Okay.
There's a lot of ones thrown tonight.
Mm-hmm. Second one hit for how much?
Yep. 24.
And you see the giant slump back against the wall as you have killed Bob.
Bob. That sounds right.
Etgard. You have slain Etgard or Ertgard, and he slumps against the wall in a last huff of.
And I just say,
And then
rest, my weary friend.
and as his hands are going down the hilt of his great axe, you see him.
He doesn't understand me, though.
No, but that was common. So go ahead. You got the you killed him off, and
I'm gonna search the room
If
and
I had a
him.
giant sword, I would be cutting his head off right now just so she doesn't raise him. But yeah, whatever.
okay. So you search him. You don't find anything on him of. I mean, you find a giant axe. You find a giant helmet. You find some giant, patchwork armor in this room. Anything else?
Is this a door or what?
I don't know. Well, yes, it is.
Okay.
He did say there was a door behind him. Yep.
Yeah.
Luckily, he slumped forward and not against the door.
And so what do you do?
We found nothing in the room, so
And then we'd have to have a resin just to move him out of the way.
There you go. But there's mist on the ground, so it's slippery. Go ahead. So what do you do?
what we want to do next? We want to go through this door or go back out in the hallway?
We should probably just go through that door.
Okay.
I mean, we're right here.
Yeah.
And
Let's
it is a
see-
door.
Let's see what's through it.
You know,
When you
This guy
open the
didn't even-
door, because that's
this
what you
guy
do.
didn't even have a sack.
There's no.
with
There's.
a
No,
go.
he had nothing on him except for his weapon, his armor, helmet. And when you
He's
open
not
this
a normal
door,
giant. He's an
it
old
is a
dying
closet.
giant.
It looks like a closet, giant-sized closet.
Ooh.
And inside this
I don't
closet,
think he'd fit in there. Can we fit him in there?
can you fit him in there? You'd have to use his axe to chop him up a little bit. But what you do find is it seems like this finally, thank you, Lord. It seems that Edgard was keeping whatever treasures he could find inside this room, and he was guarding it with his life. Ready, Tom?
Ready, sir?
1,350 gold pieces.
Well, well.
Time
Yep.
to go
Warren's
home.
just doing this to shut us up that we don't have any, money or gold or anything.
4,400 silver pieces. No, I'm finally happy somebody went through the door instead of going, no, let's go the other way.
Come on. Most of the
Uh-uh.
time, that's your character that does that. So
7,000. Hey, I don't have any characters in this game.
you have all
7,800
the
copper
characters
pieces.
in this game.
Oh, that's true.
7,800 copper.
You find 4 golden rings sized for giants at a value of about 150 gold pieces each.
So they're belts for us.
Yeah, metal belts. A giant-sized shield made of white dragon scales. It is impressive,
Way too
Is it
heavy.
too
but
big
it's
for me?
giant size. Yeah, sure, you can wear it as a turtle shell, but not gonna do anything for you.
Of white dragon
Of
scales?
white dragon scales.
Can we remove some of the dragon scales without damaging them?
Nope. A 2-foot, 50-pound chipped statuette of Threm, the evil frost god, made of ice. That doesn't. You would think it would have shown some wear of melting, but no, it doesn't look like it melting. With a value of about 50 gold.
2 foot tall. That can stay here. I don't
50
think we're
pounds,
gonna.
2 feet tall.
I don't,
Nobody got a
well,
bag of holding yet, huh?
no, we have
No.
bags of holding.
Do we?
He's
Well,
like,
you should have one that we were gonna give to Corwin, but he hasn't come back since.
Wait, when did
and
we
So
get a bag of holding?
I
I
don't
thought we
remember
got
that.
one.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
No, no.
No. But there's one more thing, Tom.
Yeah.
An alchemy jug.
Ah. Interesting.
Mayonnaise for life.
All
Yeah,
right.
I want to look that up. Hold on a second.
You don't know what an alchemy jug is?
I've never seen that before. Is that
Oh
mayonnaise for
yeah.
life?
You
Pretty
can
much.
get mayonnaise. You can get oil. You can get beer,
Acid?
water, acid. Yeah, so much per day of one thing. But mayonnaise
That's a
is one of
lot.
them because Grog used it to eat at one point.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at the stuff that could help out in 10 towns. I mean, what? So you got fresh water, but um, you also have fresh wine, fresh oil, honey.
Yep.
12 pounds or whatever, too. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Could you imagine 12 pounds of honey?
it is and it is. Hold on.
Imagine how
1
long it would take
gallon.
to pour
Roll
out of
me.
it.
Roll, Thompson. Since Briar, since you were investigating this room, roll your percentiles.
Okay. D100.
Oh, you got a blue one. It's blue.
Blue what?
It's a blue alchemy jug.
So here's a theoretical question. If it's 12 pounds or whatever,
It weighs 12 pounds.
Does that mean there's
weighs, okay.
different types
At,
of alchemy jugs?
uh-huh.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, this one you can get instead of 8 ounces of acid, you can get 4 gallons. It doesn't have acid this time. Now you got 4 gallons of beer. It's got different things in it.
Boiling
Couple,
hot tea. That would be
yeah.
handy too.
Boiling
But
hot
honey,
tea.
mayonnaise, oil,
There's
vinegar,
oil,
fresh water,
vinegar,
salt water, and
salt
wine.
water, and wine. Yeah, it swapped out a couple things. So there you go, or a thing. Okay.
Oh, if
So,
you get the orange one, you get soy sauce.
so technically, we could turn around and say, "All right, we're done. We got treasure. We're leaving. Call the whale."
Yeah, there's
I
always
don't know if
been beer in it.
the whale can carry all this back with us. It's too much weight.
Pick up the statue on the way out.
Mhm.
All right.
No, I
So,
mean, I don't think I can hell at all.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight.
how much is it? Wish there was a bag of holding.
But it's like a pound for every 10 coins, right?
Something like that.
So
Or
you're
least,
looking at like
or an ounce, so 16.
So 1,800 pounds, or sorry, 800 pounds of stuff.
Yeah, if we divide it up among some of us, we can probably
Yeah,
get the majority of the coin and some of the other
yeah,
stuff out.
I
but
would leave the copper, but yeah,
how much copper was it total?
7,800. That's 780
That's
pounds.
78 gold, man. You're just gonna leave 78 gold on the ground?
Pick it up on the way out.
Well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, we'd pick everything up on the way out.
Yeah, but
Hopefully,
you
we
gotta
don't get
lug something.
ported out of here at the end. So
That's right.
That's why I'd take at least the gold.
Okay, so you guys
take what we can fit for now. That
for
doesn't
now, yeah.
burden us.
Mhm.
Leave the rest here and close the door again.
So you guys clear out that room, and what doth you do?
Go back out to the hallway.
Okay.
We closed his eyes. It's
Oh,
creepy. His eyes were left open.
that's nice.
Oh,
Okay.
and
You run
even
into
though
Briar.
even though I know that the coins are a little too small for this, we put a copper in each of his eyes.
Oh, that's nice. He can almost cross the river.
He'll get halfway and yeah.
Put 10 copper in each one of his eyes.
Do we want to
There you
clear
go.
the
He's got
door?
2 silver
But
to
no,
go.
Do
but
we
he
want
put
to
it
clear?
in his eyes.
I lift up
Do
the
we want to
eyelid,
clear?
pop it in, close them.
We want to clear the door behind us before going forward.
Because we saw through that door. Oh, we want to go check it out? We can go check it out.
Yeah.
This was a closet.
Yeah. I
Let's see
mean,
the
I don't
closet.
see any doors or nothing on the outsides of it. There's no windows.
What you already went through this? This was the first room, so this was
Yeah.
just the
We went into that room.
yeah. That what you saw. These doors are open.
Oh, okay. They're
You
open.
saw the rusted weapons, the broken shields, the broken armor.
Okay.
This is just like looked like
And we
an
searched
old
that
guard room,
area effectively.
as far as I know, unless you're going to go in there and do something differently besides say I search it.
I'm gonna go in and do a full search.
All right, so he's going to spend an hour investigating the room.
No, not an hour. Just a quick one.
Then you're not going to do a full search.
I'll search you on the way out.
Okay. I'm just saying that's the difference.
Yeah.
You say you're going to do that, then do it. So you get up to this point, and Finnick, when you look to your left, you see what looks like in the middle of this immense hall stands a 30-foot long, 10-foot wide, 10-foot high dining table carved from ice, surrounded by a dozen blocks of ice that were probably chairs at one point. Wooden braces against the west wall hold a pair of 14 long-made bugles from hollowed-out mammoth tusks, and in the southwest corner, ascending a staircase of ice with mist rolling down it.
You
What do
said
you find?
bugles, and all I could think of those little corn chip things.
Yes, bugles, little tiny ones. And there are doors to your right.
Oh, we want to clear it to the right. We don't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
Let's
check
so
that
go
door
over to the other
first.
side.
check the door. The doors. There's nothing. There's no sound. I mean, if you investigate, go ahead. But you don't really find anything.
We see under the door.
Yeah, it's completely black. I mean, you don't see any heat sources or movement
Yep.
of.
Open it up and take a look inside.
Okay, so let me crack this open for you. Delete that door. Delete that door. And go back to here. All right, so as you look in there, you see what looks like a ruined kitchen. Frost covers bloated trestle table that stands with rotted barrels and casks in the middle of what used to be a kitchen. Storage racks along the walls collapsed into rotting piles of timber, along with jugs, tankards, and drinking horns that once rested on them. A roasting spit lined with icicles is mounted above a 10-foot diameter iron brazier coated with the rime and situated near the back wall.
So can I approximately how old do I think that ice has been forming for around it?
Longer than anything. I mean, it's been a
Okay.
long time since all
So
the
no wonder why the guy wanted to die.
there's no
I'll
more
say that out
beer.
loud.
Been here for a
Well,
very
that
long
the
time
fact that
alone.
he hasn't eaten really good food either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a peek inside though.
You go ahead. You go in and you find the barrels and casks are empty and they fall apart when you like pull the top off of it. Though all the 8 sides just fall apart. The wood rots as you pull the lead off the top. The top you have in your hand, the rest of it's rotting away. It if there was any form of um anything that was fresh has long rotted and then frozen.
Okay.
All right. So
So guys, up or down?
Hmm.
Want to
Or are
flip
they
a
both
coin?
down?
give me a sec.
I don't know if that's up or down over here. It looks like it could be up. No, it could be down. I don't know. North or south?
North.
Okay.
North.
As you just walk in, I want to
Yeah,
give you
because
the
if we
read.
walked up a big
Okay.
long thing to get to
Okay.
here, I would say then
So-
we're probably looking to go down
Okay, so as you enter
into
the room lightens up.
frozen
6
volcano.
slender gargoyle-like creatures made of ice squat on the ledges of 20 feet above the ground that protrude from the wall in a semicircular chamber. Near the back wall of the mist blankets, you see the mist flowing down, which is most likely a downward stairwell.
Wow.
I
Wait,
kinda
so and
stare
the
at all the
gargoyle
gargoyles
things,
The gargoyles look like ice gargoyles
right.
staring contently into the room.
so they don't look like they've moved in a while.
They look like everything else around here, icy and cold.
I
Crap.
throw a copper coin in front of me towards the stairs. Does anything happen?
Yeah, you lose a copper coin unless you go get it.
Well, I'm following the coin down the stairs then, yeah.
Okay,
I'm not
so
rich.
so is there an order to this going down the stairs, or do we care?
Big
One
guy
after
first.
another.
Okay.
I was kind of guessing that.
If he lays down, we could
Okay, so let me
Get up and
grab. So
slide.
we're gonna set. So Briar, you are going this way, and I'm just putting you on where you would come out from the stairs. So as you go down, and then Finnick, you are the next because you're Mr. See Everything.
I see nothing. Okay,
And
there
then
I am. I see stuff.
Pax, we'll send you down, and then we'll send Onachi down.
The stairs are north of us.
Don't worry, hold your horses. We've got her. She
Oh, we got
comes
horses
down.
with us too.
That's right. Where's your bird?
it was there.
It was right behind him.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's underneath the thing. I got him. Okay. There's your bird. Bird. Okay, there's your bird. So I'm just gotta move this a little bit. We gotta move you so we can get this.
Giant walrus.
Yeah. So as you come down this object, so now you guys can say you came down the middle of the room.
Still coming down the steps. Because the people who came down are probably already there. She's probably behind me in some fashion.
I was gonna say I
Okay.
usually bring up the rear then just to protect from anything behind us if need be.
Cool. So
Cool.
let's just do this. Let's put you back where you were.
Okay.
Because that's a stairwell up to a tower.
Oh, so that's not the one that came down.
So let's put you back where you were. So yes, the stairwell comes right down to the middle of the room.
Oh,
But there's no
okay.
You
stairwell
can go
here.
to the tower if you'd like. I moved the number to put you in the middle of the room, but you can go up there if you'd like. But yes, there is a giant walrus at the bottom of these stairs.
We're going down
And
quietly, so does it notice us?
you do. You walk down quietly, and as you're walking down the stairs, you see this. Or as soon as you light up the room, you see this giant walrus, and the giant walrus says, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
I quickly grab into my backpack or my pouch and I rummage around and I realize it's not my backpack, so my pouch. So I quick roll into my backpack and I look around for a trinket and I pull out a little trinket of a walrus and I show it to him excitedly.
And he's like, "It's cute."
What are you doing here?
I think the question may be, what are you doing here? Because nobody's supposed to be coming down here. So, unless
We didn't
you
get the
got
rules
some
when we
good,
came in. We've been looking for somebody to talk to, and there's nobody here.
well, then, as the
So what are the
staircase
rules? If we're not supposed to
as
come down, what are we supposed
as
to
the
do?
staircase descends into this vaulted chamber, a 9-foot high railing of sculpted ice hugs the staircase, descending into this chamber, which, like the stairs, is smooth and gleaming. There is a big walrus the size of an elephant, is having a grand old time rolling and sliding on the ice, paying you little no heed. You see him get on his belly and push himself off, and you see him going wee, and he turns around, yeah, wee this way, and then wee this way, wee this way. He's not really paying you any
So then, if
heed.
he isn't talking to us, how is he
No,
asking me why we're not
he's
supposed to be down
talking.
here?
He's as he's weeing, he's looking at you going, yeah, yeah. So why are you here? What's going on? And then Finnick leaves. Okay.
So I told him
This looked like a
we didn't
glorious
we didn't
playground
we
for you.
didn't know there was no rules to come down here. So you're the first one we've come
Whee!
across. What are the rules?
It's like you're not supposed to be here.
Who says who?
Ariel says we.
Mm.
Run,
Do
slide.
you work
Oh, he
for
just ran over
Oriole?
Finnick. He just ran under. He's like,
Whoosh! Whoa!
squished.
Finnick,
He
move out of the way. Oh,
he just got squished. The walrus is like, she gave me this ability to talk, and I don't like talking. It's annoying. I just want to wee.
well, then don't mind us. Just keep weeing. We'll
Well,
leave you
Finnick
be.
left, so it's not paying. Well, he tried to kill Finnick. Apparently, he ran him over, but other than that, he's not really. Doesn't look like he's aggressive or anything. He's just going, wee.
So,
Where's your food?
And then he comes over and goes, food?
Yeah, your food. I
Because
would have figured they would have.
you have food?
No, I don't
Get a
have the
fish.
endless
Put a
strength
good
of
berry
fish.
in it.
yes,
Give it to him.
here's some food. Here you
I
go,
say
my
to
friend.
Pax.
And you see him going, oh, nom, 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 chomp, 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 chomp. He takes his whiff and he webs his belly. Oh, yum, 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 that was delicious. I'm full now. Thank you very much. And he says, Okuma is friend to you. To big, tall, red, yellow guy. Oh, big friend. Big Okuma. You want to go wee? Jump on.
Get on his back and go wee.
I'll jump on his back and go wee.
And you wee. You hear him go dum 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 dum
Now
wee.
you guys are truly doing
Dum,
wee.
dum, dum, wee. Yeah, you're all going wee with him. And he ends up here, and then you can get off if you'd like. But he's like, isn't wee fun?
Wee. This is great fun.
Wee
Oh, they're
wee.
French.
All right, but we, as you said, we're not
Where
supposed
is?
to be here. So
I was gonna
we,
say, where is Oriole so we can talk to her? We came to talk to her.
He says, well, there is a tunnel to the north. There's a door up there that it ends before the tomb of the Frost Queen. There's a tunnel to the south that leads to where the servants of the Frostmaiden store all their treasures. And then, but to enter the vault, one must pass 4 tests. Each test reflects the aspect of the Frostmaiden: cruelty, endurance, isolation, and perseverance. I don't like saying that word at all. It's perseverance, but it's a per with something.
Perseverance.
That sounds really. That's okay. We'll go with that one. And it says the tests lie beyond the 4 doors of the room. Dun dun dun.
Do
And
you know
basically,
how to
where
go
you're
past
standing.
those tests? Do you know how to? Are you Frost Maiden?
He says, I don't do. I know I don't do. I have never gone through the test. I just go wee in this room and talk to people when they come in because it's really boring. Wee. So yeah, Finnick, you're at one of the doors to a test. The one to the south of you is another door. So the 4 doors into this room lead to the tests. Wee. Out that way. Narrow archways and was it lead to a pair of small chamber. You're looking at where you just were, Patrick, and you were on the other
I
one.
was all the way
Finnick.
around.
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about? I was in
Okay,
all of
you
these.
you were here, and I was going to tell you that room, and then Finnick, you were here. Those look like blah 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 blah. Where did it go? Where did it go? The narrow archways to the east and would lead to a pair of small chambers. Frost druids and other worshippers have been using these rooms as sleeping quarters, though there's no one present. So it looks like there's some bedrolls on the ground and little oil lamps or something. But that they look like they've been used as sleeping chambers. This door here, this door here, this door here, and this door here are the four test chambers. He explained that up north is a door to the frost tomb, and then he said down south is a room where all the treasures of all uh the
Frost
treasure
Maiden's
leads to the
wardens, you
vault
said.
where all the Frost Maiden's servants store the treasures of their faith. But to enter the vault, you must pass the 4 tests.
So the vault door won't open until we get past the 4 tests.
Correct. You must be vaulty.
So I bet you that's where the item she may be.
Didn't hear what you said. You blanked out in the middle of your sentence. So
I said, yeah, I bet you the vault is where the item that we're looking
To
may
the
be
north,
at.
before is the tomb of a frost giant queen who died before the Frostmaiden took control of the island. So it's not the Frostmaiden's tomb; it was a frost giant queen's tomb to the north.
Yeah,
We
but if
wanna
we go
check
in
it
there, it
out.
could have been risen by the Frostmaiden
Could
and have blue
could have been
eyes.
risen, yeah, yeah. And then now it wants to kill you for interrupting her sleep. While you guys figure this out, I'm grabbing something to drink. Dun dun dun.
Da, da, da,
Me too.
da, da, da.
For going through the door at the 2 o'clock-ish. I'm gonna grab something to drink too.
Sure, perhaps we could find more information out if we went to the sides first.
Let's just do a little. We will be right back.
Yeah.
So
We're
as
back.
Finnick, you discover a door in one of 4 doors, and that door is open. So if you want to open it, you can.
Yeah,
if
sure.
you do, I'm gonna lighten up behind you here. Hold on, I gotta click that and do this. There you go. Boom. You can see behind it now.
Where is Finnick at?
Right here.
Up there.
Okay.
Over there. All right. So when you open the door, you see a hallway.
Mhm.
As you look down the hall, the walls of this oddly shaped room are etched with elaborate panoramas of winter scenes. Set into the back of the wall is a door. Do you investigate?
What were the trials again?
3 trials of
4
the
trials,
domain.
I
4
thought.
trials. One was cruelty.
One
which-
was isolation.
Isolation. Yep. What's on these paintings that we can see from the hallway?
Can't hear you.
Must be isolation.
They are panoramas exactly of winter scenes. They're set into the back wall. Sorry, and then set into the back wall is a door. You gotta get. Come on, it's 70 feet away. You got to get a little closer. You don't have that good a vision.
Okay.
I'll move
I
in with you.
guess we have to do this sooner or later. So.
And you walk in, and nothing happens. Congratulations. So when you get to the door, eventually we'll get there. But all
Looks like a
along these
plane.
walls are murals, or these panoramic views of different winter
What is
scenes.
she doing?
Who's she? Oh, she'll follow you. Sorry, I keep forgetting she's here. There you go. She's following you. Yeah, I mean, she'll go first if you want. She's just walking. Look at that. She's right up there with you.
I'll go in last.
Okay. And from behind you, you hear, "Wee! I'm full. Wee!"
Look like we may
As
have
you-
to seal.
As you get into the next room, the door has what looks like an inscription of a large snowflake and a single word carved in above it.
And what language is a single word written in?
Um, well, what we can do is we can. It's in common, and the
Okay.
single word of that one says endurance.
Endurance.
And if you and
That
while
was
you're up
one of
there,
them.
while you're out there investigating, if you want to do a intelligence check, see if you can figure out what exactly the inscription is on the door.
The one we just looked at.
Right?
It's an endurance.
No. Intelligence.
Yeah, you're fine. Finnick looks at it and goes, "I'm quite sure this is the holy symbol of the Frostmaiden."
Yeah.
And then underneath it, or above it, it says endurance.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
It's a test of endurance. I think we're supposed to go in there and
Endure the test?
endure the test, or it's a game of tug of war.
I feel the best endurance person we have would be Mr. Breyer there.
Yes, Mr. Breyer. You seem like a perfect person for a test of this sort.
I wonder what kind of endurance it is.
Cold. We're dealing
Oh.
with the Frostmaiden, so I'm assuming
So what do you do?
you have
I
the
guess
boots
I'm going
on,
in.
so it's either you or me. That's the only thing. That's what I'm thinking, at least. And I vote you, so because you have a
Yeah,
better
but
con stat than I do.
And
I
he
say,
has
okay, you get the next one.
full resistance on top of it. And he has what's your constitution?
Oh, my constitution is only a 19.
Yeah, again, better than me. So he's going in.
You
He
get the next
volunteered
roast, I
himself
go
with
in.
that statement.
Okay,
What do you do?
I go in.
He opens the door. You got to do that before you go
Okay,
in.
open the door.
Who walked into the
As
door
soon,
then?
exactly. So he opens the door. Let me actually do the dynamic lighting. So you open said door. Come on. Dynamic lighting.
Open sesame.
It's on an angle. It's not going to let me get to it.
You know,
Oh,
I
come
think
on.
that would make these crackers with cheese whiz
There,
on it. Better would be bacon
Reese's
bits.
Pieces.
Bacon bits.
Aw,
Wouldn't bacon be kind of stale for now?
sorry, I'm just trying to get rid of this whole.
Fresh bacon would
There,
be better.
there we go.
Like I say,
Okay,
I used to
bacon
take
bits.
Ritz
We have to
crackers.
have whale bacon.
All right, so Briar opens the door, and when he opens the door, you see Briar step in, and suddenly, to all of you, your surroundings vanish in a flurry of snow and ice. Finally, when your vision clears, you find yourself in a raging snowstorm, standing at the edge of a Reghead
been there
tribe's
before.
camp. In the process of being dismantled, the nomads work feverishly to tear down their tents and pack them into their dog sleds. A few of them spot you and brandish their weapons. A tall figure standing among them calls out, "We shall not lay down and die for your pleasure, emissaries of Oral! Begone, vultures!"
We are not here on her behalf. We have come to help you to brave and protect yourselves from the elements, from Oriel's wrath. How might we help?
I'm just reading to see how much he doesn't like you. um, the guy is speaking. He's common. Okay, that's good. You notice I mean, whether you're looking around to see if this is real or not, everything you see, feel, hear, it's real. You've been teleported to another part of the land. Um, the figure who's calling out to you is King Jarund. Is anybody history with the Reghead? The Reghead, the Reghead tribes? Anybody have any? Besides where you went out and got a little bit of information of nothing, anybody ever have any work or trade with the tribes?
They only act on this side of the mountains, right?
Correct.
Not on the south side? Then no.
Patrick, you're the same thing. You're on the other side of the world, the other side of the mountains, right?
It,
Say that again.
only Finnick and Briar would have a chance of.
I can't picture the tribes coming into towns that
Yeah.
much, unless they're attacking.
Where are you from? No, I forgot. You're from the spaceship. Never mind.
Yeah,
How could that be a no?
but I traveled around the north some.
To say I'm from
Question is, how much would I know?
Waterdeep, so
Yeah, no. So, what I will tell you is this guy looks, the guy who's been yelling to break down the camp, and the one who's actually talking to you, does look like he has stature. Does look like he's the man in charge. You see this guy ordering the camp to be torn down is staring at you. But he's trying to figure you out. Um, he says help or leave.
So I start to go help.
I mean, how it
Okay.
makes the most sense.
So he is a big cheese whiz, one would say.
Mm-hmm. All right. So now this is how the test works. All right. You easily help pack the camp. Not a big deal. You guys are dressed for the north. You guys are ready for the north. You pack everything up. There are not a lot of animals to help carry everything. So they actually have people lifting up the stretched ends of the sleds, and the sleds have basically ski-like things made to the back of them so they can drag them through the snow. And as a team, there's usually a team of 6, and there are 6 of you. I think 6, right? Well, if we count the bird, 5 plus one more, they'll give you one of the ragged tribesmen to help to pull one of the sleds. And this is no easy feat. You actually pull the sled for about 8 hours. It's grueling, it is hard, but you almost made it. For every hour of the rest of this trip, you guys have to roll Constitution saving throws. So you guys have to make 6 separate rolls.
So, and there's no modification based on strength or
That you
the
can, yes, you can have all of that. You have whatever your Constitution save is. So the
No, that's
first.
not what I'm asking.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, sir.
So there are. It's obviously easier for stronger characters and weaker, but also like you have a Goliath and a Furbolg who can drag twice the normal weight allowance because of their giant structure. I mean, does
Yeah,
that
but are we
play into
doing
it?
this as a group or are we doing this individually?
You're doing it as a group. So because of that, Tom, I'll let the group roll with advantage, since that's what you're supposed to have. Does that work?
Sure.
So I
Yeah.
just need to know who's rolling, and I need one person to roll their Constitution with advantage.
Well,
Nobody
I
can
would
hear
have
you. Nobody can still hear you. I don't care what you try.
I have a +8 with advantage. Does anybody else
Yeah.
have any better?
no,
No, it's you.
have
I was
So
gonna
you guys
say
all rip
you're
open
also the
your
scout, so
chests and
you're
see your stats.
you
Your
rolled
rib
up your
cage open.
sleeve and
Like,
we saw
I
your
got +8.
tattoo of I have
Yeah,
this much
there you go.
strength. Leave me leave.
Go ahead. Okay, so the first hour, you guys are fine. You've
Go
got
first.
6 more rolls to go. The second hour,
I guess that's not really. That doesn't make-
what?
Weakening.
No, never mind. Doesn't work.
5 hour. So far, so good. Sorry, that's the third hour. Fourth hour.
Oof, it's getting tough.
16.
Fifth hour.
24. Pulls through a little bit more because we start cheering
Sixth
him on.
hour.
We can do it. We can do it. Let's go. Yeah.
Okay. So once you reach this final place, all of you are just tired of the 14 straight forced march, pulling more than you ever should have or could have. You survived it with the help of a furball and a whatever the hell you are, Goliath. They pulled the bulk of it. You all just pretended to pull the rest, and you get to where the he says, the king's who hasn't been pulling anything. Actually, no, he probably was pulling because he wants everybody to know that he's with everyone. He says, "All right, set up the camp." And you see all these different tribesmen just go out and take poles. Each sled is probably a tent setup where you've got the tent itself, the inside parts, the sitting benches out. So it's going to take you another hour or so to set up the camp. And y'all finish it. You're sweating if there is such a thing in cold weather. They're about to start a
There
big
is.
fire in the middle of the camp. You see the king of the tribe walking up to the group of you with his hand stretched out. What do you do?
Shake his hand.
And before you could actually touch him, you are vanished and pulled right back to the door that you were standing in front of. Except for this time, everybody has a glowing symbol of Oral hovering above their head. You guys have all got the stamp for the test of endurance.
I step back.
What, you going back again?
No, I
He's
step
like-
back out.
That was easy. Let's do it again. Oh, we got to do it 4 times.
Hey, that's an idea.
I guess. Now we know how we get into the treasure room.
Okay, so
Next,
what do you do?
what is
next
the
thing.
next door?
Go to the next door.
Whichever one you want to go to.
Oh, let's go
Door.
clockwise,
Okay,
right?
there's the door. All right, always go clockwise.
Or we get counterclockwise.
Okay,
matter.
let me
It
let me
doesn't
open
matter.
up. Let me open up that door.
All right. Let me open this one up next. I'll step in.
Okay, you step in.
Doesn't seem to matter where we are. We're going to get pulled in.
Yeah.
Have a good night, bud.
Okay.
I'll just.
This room looks exactly the same.
I just sit right here.
Here's the nose of the plane. Here's the intakes. Here's some wings.
All right. Well, she sees you stop, and she might go to here. Okay. And
Well, there might be a radius on this. Maybe we should all stand in the same area.
Okay.
Because we all are going to want to.
Suddenly she's really weird looking.
Suddenly she
Well,
got fat.
I mean, suddenly.
Suddenly she turns into a gelatinous ooze. Okay.
Well, from the stories I've heard of that family, I would not be surprised.
Does she have a giant following her around yet?
No. She has an owl on
owl.
her shoulder. Okay.
So which one's this?
As you walk up, this one. This is carved on the above the snowflake is the word isolation.
Oh, this is an easy one.
We must all survive
Thanks for
alone.
volunteering.
Oh,
I'm
I
a
should have brought
monk.
a book with me.
So what do you do?
He says easy, so I'm guessing he volunteered.
So you open the door. Pat Onachi opens the door.
If they want me to, I'll open the door, sure.
Go for it.
Oh, you open the door, and as you step into the doorway, suddenly your surroundings vanish in a flurry of snow and ice. When your vision clears, you find yourself standing at the edge of a camp under a clear sky. A ragged camp, to be specific. All of the warriors in the camp appear to be sharpening their weapons. When you look around, you notice not only tribe members, but this time there seems to be somebody yelling out different orders. And this time the person is female. You see a bunch of gladiator type men running around. You characters, you're not dreaming. You actually teleported you from Grimskull to this camp. Each party now has tiny glowing snowflake floating a few inches above them, symbol of the Frostmaiden, which this nomad and others recognize and fear. The member of the Tiger Tribe won't attack anyone bearing the symbol. So, what do you do in this camp?
Is it just me or is everybody there?
It's everybody.
Hello.
Wow.
Is there a way that we might assist you?
I say nothing.
How can we help?
You speaking to the looking like the main lady dude?
Yeah.
Okay. You see her turn her gaze to the group of you with this frost token above your heads. And she almost goes to her knees with, Auril has blessed us! She shouts to everybody and all the other warriors in earshot. The Frostmaiden has sent emissaries to watch our camp while we complete our mission. What do you do? How do you act?
If that is what you need us to do, then yes, we shall watch your camp for you.
She says, Thank you. And she explains to you that they are about to leave camp to go attack a nearby elk tribe camp and steal their food. She's taking everyone with her and had fear of leaving her camp alone. But she's hoping that the overwhelming numbers now will make the unsuspecting elk camp tribesfolk just give up without a fight. She's asking you to stay behind and watch over her camp. She expects to be back in a day or two, unless fate has other plans.
Yeah, as in the other camp is coming to attack you and you just left.
Well, they haven't left yet, but you say that?
Or it takes longer,
No.
and we're going to be here watching the camp.
No, I'm just sitting there and following Pax's foray into the discussion. So
His logic.
Let them go. We can loot the
Alrighty.
place after they leave.
So she says it should take a day or two. You are out in the wastelands of the Ragged Nomad area, which means you're out in the middle of nowhere. You
Yep.
do have a camp. You do have a fire. You do have some food. You do have tents.
we have good berries. We're good.
You got
Yep.
24 hours,
And snow. We have good berries and
and you
snow.
have and good berries and water now. Just don't use the yellow snow. What do you do for
We
these
got
24
beer.
hours?
We got wine. We got mayonnaise.
That's
What are
right.
you talking
Yeah,
about?
Yeah.
you
Oh,
got
that's
mayonnaise. That's right. You can have sandwiches.
We probably rotate who's guarding every so often.
The only thing we don't have is walrus. I mean, nothing.
Wee!
Walrus bacon.
Wee! Well,
Or whale.
or whale. No, 24 hours. What do you do?
So we rotate who watches.
We
Set
share
up a-
stories from our
We go
lives.
through.
with each
I
other.
go when I go in one of the tents. I'll go in the tents and I just go through their belongings.
Yeah.
Do you put them back, or do you just? I mean, do you put it back the way you found it, or does it look like someone just rummaged through?
I'll put it back. Not completely careless.
You're finding maybe the good pair of underwear. I don't know.
Wrong belongings.
Sorry. All right, so one day.
And on the first day, I will say. So, I would imagine that this will take much more than 2 days.
First day goes by. How are you gonna set up for a night guard? There's
People
5
with
of you.
night vision. Otherwise, torches.
Are any
Yeah.
of the tents like how are they situated? Like, is
Situated in a circle around the middle type fire that's going.
okay.
And again, there is enough wood to keep the fire going.
Is there enough wood to keep torches going, or not?
Yeah.
So then we can keep torches going around the outside. At least 4 torches to be
Okay.
able to see the perimeter.
Okay. First night, your usual Briar's gonna go, and then is it Onachi and then Pax, or Pax and then Onachi? I know we know Phoenix going last. Oh my
No,
god.
you don't have to go last. In this case, if it's dark and they're scared of the dark, I will go in the middle and take care of the dark time.
Do you want Jelen to take a watch?
I realized
Do
a
you,
long time ago
do you
that
trust a
getting up early
necromancer?
to go fishing didn't help.
Okay.
In that case, maybe Pax go take first watch, and then Briar and Finnick, and then Onochi.
You want to do the 2, 2, 2, and 2 so that it's an 8-hour sleep, or do you want to do 3, 3, 3, and 3 so you actually have a 12-hour?
I mean,
You
What
know,
do
we
you
could
want to
just
do?
go. To be fair, we could just go on 3-hour rotations across the board.
Let's keep bouncing 3 hours,
yeah, we could
Watch
E-
3 hours.
even through the
then-
day.
nap whenever you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So your
I mean,
first day,
We got a while.
your first day and night, you guys are good. Second night, another 24 hours goes by, and at this point, let's see.
We give them 2 sunrises before we just take their belongings and
I
donate
need
to
each.
Ariel.
I need each of your the players, that'd be you guys, for this night to roll survival.
Just a normal roll.
Normal roll. Okay. Monachi, Finnick.
I rolled. It just takes a while.
I got it. Okay. Briar. There's Pax. Who are we missing? We got No, we're missing. Who are we missing?
That's all of us except for the NPC.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Who's the 5th person? Oh yeah, that's right. Take the rest. Villain. Let me get her. So she needs to roll a. What's the survival, right? She doesn't have survival. Survival's intelligence or wisdom. Okay. So you guys are doing these 3 on and 3 off. The problem is, by the time the morning is there, or let's say, I don't know, say dawn, whatever you want to call the start of your new day. We could say midnight, but we could also say first thing in the morning. Valin is gone.
She ran away.
You scared her.
No, I think she's.
Or she failed the test and blipped out.
Yes. There's no way that she would not have left and with out of her own accord.
You
Ah.
don't think so?
Where would she go? I
Well,
guess
Do we see
Let-
any
let-
tracks
she
in the snow?
let me tell you. Whee!
she might have the magic to have just gone home, but no, there's purpose in this. She would want to have stayed with us, so this must be part of the test, the trial.
I'm sure she's fine.
Wow.
Well,
All
whether
right.
she's
So
fine or not, I'm not
day, so
concerned
night.
about that.
So you've now completed day 2. Day 3. What are you guys doing? They still have no sign of. There's no sign of them returning.
Go
Same
through
thing.
their.
Same thing.
We don't
You've
have
lost
anything
one
else.
member. Are you still doing 3s?
No, we never said we were doing
Oh,
three.
I thought you were doing throughout the whole day. 3.
Oh, the 3 all
Oh,
day. No.
yeah. Oh, okay.
So yes or no? It's another day. You have a whole nother night, and you
does
all need to roll survivals.
Yeah, no, we're still doing 3s.
Okay.
Okay.
So I need your overnights. Everybody roll survival.
Survival.
Okay.
Ooh.
When the next morning arrives, everybody's there but Briar.
Ah.
Briar ran away, didn't he?
Look for footprints, seeing if Briar did he just disappear from the last spot he was in?
If you're sure, we'll go with that. He just seems to have suddenly vanished.
Hmm.
And where you are, you have no recollection of where you are, what it looks like.
Did he
And there's
disappear on
actually
his
no.
watch?
He just disappeared overnight. You don't know if
Correct,
he
but
went
if we're up
sleeping. Right.
2 at a time every 3 hours, he disappeared with somebody else on watch with him at some point. Or he
Sure.
went to bed and he just never came out of whatever area he was sleeping in.
Sure.
Because we all
Maybe
know that he wouldn't have just walked away on us.
You're right. He just disappeared. Now, either A, he didn't wake up the next person after him,
Or
or
maybe
he
he went
went to
hunting.
sleep and woke up. As I said, you're
It's
basically
a
you
test
have
on
no
isolation.
recollection.
It's going to leave you here as long as you can. So
So, night 3. So now you have all day of day 4. Same thing, walking around, eating bark or whatever they left you to eat, eating a
we have
good
good
berry,
berries
making
as long
yourself
as Finnick and Pax are still here.
you're right, with mayonnaise. Forgot. Good berries and mayonnaise. Actually, you had warm tea.
There's warm tea
Yeah.
in there.
There's
Yep.
warm
And
tea,
beer
so that
and
means
wine.
warm
Good.
pea.
He is good.
That's right. So overnight, there's only, as I say, there's 3 of you. I guess you're doing a 3-hour night, so it's 9 total. All right.
Look for good berries.
All right. So the 3 of you, when you get up in the morning, I hate to say it, but Pax is gone.
No, the good berries. No.
You have been transported elsewhere. You have no awareness of your surroundings. You know you're somewhere. You don't know where you are, and nobody else is there.
Just an empty, like a white emptiness,
Yes,
like an old sci-fi movie.
you got it. So
So,
that was
Finnick,
that was complete of day 4.
Yeah.
What do you think's going
So,
on?
Joe,
You gonna
Well,
leave?
I don't
You
see
gonna leave
any.
me now too? Because I'm getting
how's
better
your,
at this every night.
how's your day? Not bad. We have more food.
Yeah, I look around. I don't see any footprints. I don't see any blood. I'm not concerned about that. This
Is
is a
there any
magical
tall
test.
trees around us or anything that we can climb
No,
up
you're in
on and see if
complete.
there's
You can climb
lizard
on
or
top of a
something again?
tent. You can climb on top of a tent. There are no trees.
Yeah.
Any of the wood that they have in their wood cart
Well, and you
has
did
to
say
have
it was
been cut.
clear too,
Right.
right?
It's the regular wasteland of the Icewind Dale, but
Okay,
it's out in
so
the middle of the
we'll
tundra,
try to
ragged
get
tundra.
on top of a tent or something. I'm
Yeah.
assuming to keep a lookout to see. Hopefully, they're coming back soon, as this is day 4, twice as long as
Correct.
they said that they would take.
And by the
We
end of the day, they still have not returned.
And we start writing notes in their tents or whatever, saying that Ariel hates them and
You will all
curses
You
them.
die.
left us, but we still love you.
Oriole loves you. All right, so you guys are playing ping pong with each other all day long. You're
Okay,
throwing
Finnick, beat me.
snowballs.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah. All right.
Because you have
Quadruple
a higher
advantage.
plus. So,
Okay, so the end of the
Yeah, you
fifth
got it.
night,
It's
end of the
yours.
5th day.
yep, there
Oh
you go.
no, he beat him.
Told ya. 2 natural 20s, and we both.
All
did-
right, so as you guys switch out at night, for some reason, whoever's the second one, we'll say Finnick, he falls asleep anyway, just because he does, and then he gets woken up by Onachi going, "I guess we're both here still," and you survive the night. What do you do during your day? You've already played ping pong and snowball fights. Are you making snow angels? You're peeing in the snow because you're drinking hot tea.
No, we're
Wait, no, you're not.
sculpting the best snowmen ever.
Nope.
Tom, are you carrying the alchemy jug?
Yeah, he has everything.
Okay,
We
then
have nothing.
apparently they went with him.
Yeah.
He's drinking hot tea.
Is he though?
I have good berries and hot tea. I'm good.
Yeah, you guys are cracking. That's all I gotta say. The ones who've disappeared.
Well, apparently not. He's not. It's pretty good.
You're right. He's the only one gonna come back ready and full. All right, so the next night happens, and you guys, what happened? What's your final survival?
We're rolling again.
You're rolling again, and I'm telling you right now. Go ahead.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you both disappear. And the only way you know you disappear is because you find yourself in, as I was saying, you have the awareness of your surroundings. You don't know what they are, but they are completely blank. You know there's snow underneath you. And at that point, Pax has been praying to Oakfather, eating good berries and dipping it in mayonnaise one day, dipping it in honey one day, dipping it in oil
And-
another day.
Eating good berries. Nothing.
And oddly
left.
enough, Oak Father, and he's not seen one oak tree.
That's right.
I just go into meditation
Well,
if I'm alone now at this point.
so at this point, the next morning, sometimes during your day, I don't know if you actually have a clock, a sun, or whatever, but you notice the Bjornhild, the queen, walking towards you. And she walks out and she says, "Well, aren't you coming?" And she shakes her head and she reaches out her hand and she guides you a direction, which, being that it's kind of snowy, kind of hard to see, kind of this, kind of that. When you come, you actually
I get up and follow. I'm assuming.
the camp kind of appears in front of you out of a snowy mist, and all of the nomads are in there. And as you come walking in, each of you come walking in from a different side of the camp. All 5 of you reach the camp at the same time.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, that's where you guys were.
I'm not used to being away from people for so long. I come from a very social community.
Yeah.
Well, let me do
In the
this.
studies of the monk, we're alone many times.
And when you go fishing out up north into the ice and water and such, I'll be honest, you camp out usually by yourself or maybe with one person. And
Right.
once your stinky cousin, you just don't want to be with them anyway. So I mean, you might as well be alone.
That's not what I needed. That's what I need.
And I look at him and go, "That's why I enjoy solitude."
Oh yeah, you got those cards by the way.
Hold on, I'm looking for something.
I asked the woman, so how was your raid? Was it successful without bloodshed?
She says, well, she welcomes everybody back, and she does this large. We have defeated not only the one tribe, we have gone and defeated 3 other tribes. We are, as we've always known, the strongest tribe on the Reghead Fields. They come back carrying haunches of reindeer meat loaded up on dog sleds, furs, other armors, other weapons. They have extra sleds. It looks like, and she starts to tell you stories of how not only did they attack the one, but they ended up taking 4 total camps that she knew of in the area and slaughtered all of the nomads. So her tribe is the one and only strongest one. But I need you each to roll a wisdom of 15, please. 15 or higher. I'd prefer you to roll a 15 or higher.
Wisdom check, wisdom save,
Wisdom
what?
save. Wisdom save. Ryer and Onachi, you have the whatchamacallit, the condition madness.
But which one?
Indefinite madness.
But which madness? There's multiple.
Oh, I don't know. We get to pick. Oh, we have to roll on the indefinite madness table. Where is that thing?
There we go.
I gotta find a table. I gotta
fun.
find DM's guide. Let's find it. Game rules. Nope. Source.
Like 85, 86, something around there.
That's scary, Tom. That you know it's in there somewhere. 85, 86. What would that be? Madness. Got it. It's in there. Okay. You want to roll? You want me to roll? I don't care.
Beyond,
I've got it right here. Okay. Indefinite. I need so we need Onachi to roll a D100 and Briar to roll a D100. Okay, so Briar.
What is Briar's? Then I'll roll mine.
Yep, Briar did. He got a 20.
Yeah, I know. What is his madness? And then I'll roll mine.
His madness he has a flaw, and your flaw is whatever you find you will keep. You will not give away. 9.
Turd.
You picked the wrong monk. Being drunk keeps you sane.
Yeah, that's fine. I am gonna take that alchemy jug
That alchemy
from
jug and
whoever
there's
has
beer
it.
all the time. All right, so you believe that you heavily drinking, being drunk keeps you sane, and you believe that anything that you find is yours.
And I'm trying to figure out where to put it in here.
A note,
Oh.
and it's basically they are flaws, and they last until you actually get them cured.
Oh, okay.
So remove curse, remove blah blah, all that sort of stuff. And at that point, everybody appears with a glowing symbol above their head and teleported back to Grimskull. Appearing in the same room that you left, you now have 2 marks of the test.
I'll trade you flaws.
He wants to drink.
Hopefully you make it through the last 2 without any issue. Which one is this one?
This is This sign above the door has partially been broken off, destroying some of the inscription. What's left is Irvation.
Is what?
Irvation.
Starvation?
Irvation?
Preservation, but
Preservation.
the preser is gone.
No.
Okay.
She likes you. She's
What
hanging around
happened to the
Pax.
lady when we were,
She's right. No, she got taken first.
I
Remember?
know, but what did she
Did
think?
she go mad?
Oh, what? Yeah. You're right. You're right. Let's see.
Not
That was
that,
a.
not that you would know. Like
No, yeah, she's already mad. Don't worry.
your family is
A
already
4. She
on that.
failed. So she gets. Oh, that yeah.
Want me to
She must
roll it?
attack.
Here it is.
She must
Yeah. I
attack
don't care. What is it?
everybody.
She got a
Attacks everybody.
55.
55.
55.
Perfect for her too. She stands there, looking like this. You've seen it before. She stands there like this, and she says, trying to figure out what she says. She says, "I don't like the way you guys are judging me all the time." So she's very
Self-conscious.
self-conscious about the way you're looking at her, the way you're, judging on how that she doesn't fight the way you think she should. Yeah, she thinks you're judging her, which you are, but she thinks you are.
Mm.
All
I
right.
don't want to. We didn't want to hide it on her.
I look back at her in
you
the
wear
same
it
way and
right
I go, I don't like the way you look at me, and I take a big gulp of alcohol.
right on your sleeve. It says "F you." Got it. It's tattooed. You opening the door? Who's opening the door? This is preservation. Who's
I-
opening the door?
Pax
Uh,
opens.
Pax opens the door.
This is
Something
preservation.
different. Preservation. We're going 19. Here do we? Okay. Once you open the door, everybody that is in this half roundy room suddenly disappears.
Oh, that's why I gotta be out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too late.
Now I know.
Your surroundings vanish in a flurry of snow and ice.
Treasure room.
That's right. When your vision clears, you find yourself at the edge of a camp. Wow, there's a theme. Under clear skies, all the fires in the camp are out. The only sound you hear is the flapping of tents and the wind hitting them. Upon closer examination, you notice dozens of corpses, half buried in the snowdrifts. It becomes clear that a massacre took place here recently.
That's because we
Wonder
helped
if-
the other tribe
Yeah,
kill them
that's
all.
right. You hear the squawking of buzzards coming from the middle of the camp and see a half dozen vultures picking at 2 bodies outside of one of the larger tents.
Normally, this would be part of the circle of life, but if I believe we are to preserve, what are we preserving? Are we preserving the cycle, or no? This is our
The circle of love.
queen. The queen of winter.
And then you get smacked by Rafiki.
That's right.
Perhaps we are preserving the bodies.
Or
I,
bring
I,
it
I,
back to life.
I run over and I shoo away the vultures.
I do some medicine checks on the bodies.
The medicines, the people, they're dead. In
I
fact,
know, but can I tell
they
how they died? Is what a medicine
oh yeah,
check would be for.
they looks like they were killed in warfare.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, they're the ones that are on the ground. They've been slaughtered. And then the rest of the marks are all, vulture beak marks, claw marks, not just vultures. Anything else that eats fresh meat has been gnawing at these people. But as I say, fresh as in it's going to be fresh for a long time since it's freezing out there. The meat is going to be, frozen in a minute.
Oh,
So
So
I don't
you
like where
shoo
this is
away,
going.
the vultures. All right.
Can we kill one of the vultures?
That's up to you. Can you?
Sure.
All right.
but wait, we're not sure yet what we're trying to preserve.
Okay. I think it's us.
You think we just need to survive?
Maybe. This might be our food.
Preservation.
I don't know.
Preservation of the self, the
So
cycle of life.
you shooed the vultures away, and what else do you do? It's a camp.
Well, let's look through the camp and see if there's any information here that might give us clues as to what we're supposed to
There
do.
are 6 tents. You have the main bigger tent, which is usually the chieftain's tent, and then 5 arcing around the center fire area. Where do you guys want to start?
I'm going right to the big tent.
Big tent. So you go
Same.
right to the big tent, and as you walk in, you see this lump of fur off into the corner, and you hear sobbing.
Oh, go over there and just put my hand down there on the lump of fur.
hmm
Is it an
And
animal or is it a person?
well, when you well, you don't know until you actually, I mean,
Yeah,
remove
go
the
sit
fur.
down
So
and okay,
you
pull it
you
away.
you do the little peek under and all that, and you catch an eye, and you see jetting out from this fur is that now is a hand with like a wooden dagger saying, "No, you won't kill me. I'm Arox. No, you can't kill me. I am the no. Go away,
No
marauders.
one's
Go."
gonna kill you. No one's gonna kill you.
And you see her the animal skin falls off of her, and she looks like she's been through hell. Not that she's hurt, she's just blood covered and sweat covered, and it looks like she survived hell.
I don't
um
see any marks on her.
you don't see any damage to her, no. It looks
Her
like she
name-
hid and did a really good job of hiding amongst the fur,
Is
but
that
she is small. Go ahead, Tom.
is that name the same as the woman who was leading the other camp?
No, the woman on the other camp was Bjornhild. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go with this one. Solvigsdorr.
Okay,
Yeah,
different
I'm gonna see
person.
if we can find that one. Brunhild. I'm betting that's not in there. Holy crap in a basket.
Oh, does
She's
Briar find
actually
that? Does
she's
Briar find the
actually
basket?
she's actually there. Uh
Does
how do
Briar find the
s-
basket?
I want to put this in here. I want to connect. Okay, we'll just do this.
I wish Briar would find that
There
basket.
you go. You should did you get it? Did it pop up?
Nope.
Nope, not
Brunhild?
yet.
No, not yet. Okay, let's do it again. There it is. All right.
There
So
we
you
There
get
it
go.
is.
you got Brunhild Silvasgister.
Solvik-
Skull's daughter.
Doctor.
Yes.
Dotir.
So
Solvik-
she was the one in the other camp. Okay.
Ah,
And now let's see if this person's here. Oh my god. Seriously? All right, so this person is who you see.
oh, I could have spoken Druidic with her.
You see this little girl. Sorry, this little guy.
Oh, so now it's a guy. Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a guy, Eric's. Well, it actually said he afterwards, so we'll go with it. Um he says what happens. He explains. He's like, what the heck? Here's another person that we should be able. Oh, look at that. Here's another one that he explains came into his with that picture. Great picture. This
I mean,
tribal leader, Isar Konunthram, and his tribe came and attacked this camp, killing his father, killing his mother, and killing all the tribe. And at that point, he hid before they left. But of course, the full intent on killing everybody. They're not really good at looking under piles of fur, apparently. Uh, so, um,
we need to preserve his life.
so he tells them about the attack, tells them about hiding, and tells them about how this Isar Konenstrom's yelling and whooping and hollering about how he's the best killer of all tribes, blah 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 blah, and he has to, and that he's the man. And this kid is cold. What do you guys want to do? You gonna give him some food? You gonna give him some water?
This says he doesn't get cold.
He doesn't. He doesn't get cold.
No.
No, he only wears a light woolen
Okay,
poncho as extremely cold weather doesn't bother him.
for you guys. Um, do you guys? So he wants to check out the camp to see if anybody else is alive. So he's gonna jump into each one of these. Into each one of
If
these.
if as he does,
Uh-huh.
we'll walk around him like
That's fine.
guards.
And it takes him about a minute to search through every tent, and every time he goes into a tent, all he finds is death and destruction.
Oh,
By the time he comes out of the last tent, he's like, "There's nobody left." And then you
you are
hear,
left.
and then you hear from behind you, "I thought they said they killed you." And standing behind you, if when you turn around, is Isar Cornenstorm. He returned because the report
The
he
man
got
with no
from
face.
the man with no face. Dun dun dun. So he has come to
What is
finish off what he started, and that is to kill the last person of the tribe, the son, Eric's Volkrath. Dun dun
So we can
dun.
here.
Eric's. Get in the tent.
Yes.
This is funny. They have it in Beyond with no picture. All right. So Isar goes charging towards the kid. We can do a. We can do a. We can use the other existing turn order if you'd like. It's totally up to you guys.
It doesn't matter.
We can actually do this. Here, hold on. Here, we'll just use the middle. We're gonna use the middle of this as a fight area. Okay. I'm just moving y'all. Got it. All you out here. Yeah,
Sure.
that's fine. That way we're all out here. That because I can put this
We
dude.
all the way through this.
And then you're gonna wee coming through. And there's that. And so there's him. Cool. He's gonna come out here too. And he's going to the bathroom. Okay. Nope. And here's apparently somebody. Who's that? Is that
Yeah,
Chicky?
who is that? Where'd that?
Who is that?
Yeah.
That's a token Bjorn Svagenstudel. Don't worry, he's doesn't need it. He's from the old team. Okay, so here's the new dude. He's just gonna come charging at you because little boy is somewhere down to the south. You want to use the same initiative or you want re-rolls?
Now we got to roll.
Oh, okay, then let me get rid of everybody then. Okay, there you go. Jump in. Do your initiatives. And I'm gonna add you to the turn marker, and I'm gonna roll your initiative.
The Wallers is sitting on the side eating popcorn, watching.
Oh my, seriously, guys, what the hell?
So
Who
it- so wait,
we're missing Patrick.
No.
Oh,
No,
and woman,
my
I'm
and
roll-
top of
Chicky.
the list. What do you mean you're missing me?
I don't know.
My roll didn't
Oh,
come
I see.
through.
Sorry, there you go. I saw Finnick. That was it. Finnick.
There we
Okay.
go.
And we need Chicky. Chicky.
question.
Yeah.
We're doing all these trials. That amount of time really does pass, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm just moving to the side because I don't currently have
The bird.
the bird.
Bird. Bird is a word.
Uh,
Bird.
Now I'm gonna give myself another long rest since we've done that.
Yeah, you guys have had plenty of long rests.
Yes.
And what'd she get? She got a 17. Wow, that's actually pretty high scores for everybody. All right. All right, Anachi, what are you gonna do to this guy who's there? That's from you, that's 10, 20, 30, 45 feet away from you.
I will say wait till he gets within range, and I will move up to within 5 feet of him. Attack if he attacks us.
Okay. Finnick? I can give this guy his.
Where's the kid?
The kid is behind you guys. He's
Um,
in the door to your back there's the tent that he's in.
Except
Okay.
Pax is next.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, Pax is next.
So bonus action Shillelagh.
Okay.
And I can't get, and I will simply move up here and stop and hold my action to attack him if he moves up to us.
Okay. Then Finnick. Nobody else is hitting him.
For now, I hold my action.
Whee!
I hold my action for him to move up, and if he gets to the point where he's going to attack him in like range or whatever, then I will attack. So basically, I'm waiting for him to get up to
Gotcha. Yep.
him, and I'll attack him.
And then he's big and charging, so he moves 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is up 2 packs because that's the closest person you get to.
Yep.
And he's going to attack.
And I attack him back.
So now, does he still attack first? Is that how that works?
If he starts attacking, technically their attacks were held until he attacks, so it would go after his attack.
Okay, so that missed, and then
Then they would all have their before his
You-
second attack. They would have
before-
all
okay.
their
okay,
because that
Yep.
was his first attack.
okay. So Finnick threw a 15 and hits him.
And the
Does hit him?
16 does hit me.
Okay, so we'll do that afterwards. It's okay. So how much total damage did you do on him?
22.
Okay. Okay. And everybody else who was holding an attack, what are y'all doing?
Well, but how much damage does he do against me?
Oh, okay. For against you, he is mad. 4.
Oh, ooh. Nice. Okay.
Boomerang went out and hit him for 5.
5? Okay, got it. Next.
That so I can do this. Whoa, nice. So I hit.
That was
And-
your response, your attack?
Yes, and I do a total of 13 points of damage to him.
Got it. So that everybody held their action. So now it is Chicky's turn. Where's Chicky? There's Chicky. Chicky's gonna come over here, and you're gonna see Chicky. Um, you see her raise her hands, and she starts saying stuff, and she moves to Briar's turn.
Okay. What type of weapons he got?
A sickle.
I move up there.
Uh-huh. Oh, I lied, Tom. Does that hit you?
I know.
No, he has 3 attacks, not 2.
Okay.
It's okay.
So only the 16 hit. Just barely.
Gotcha.
And I yell at him, that's my sickle.
Okay.
12 hit,
No.
13 hit.
Why do you want a sickle? Are you looking to cut hay?
No.
That's my sickle.
Onachi is very confused.
And it's Onachi's turn. So if you're
He's too
confused,
confused.
figure out what you're doing.
In RPGs, that's usually means that you attack your nearest teammate.
Take a big drink of beer from the Alchemy Jug.
Mhm.
And then I run up and attack.
Do your magic. Magic hands. It's like magic. Magic hands.
12 doesn't hit.
No.
Sounds so wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That
18 hits
one
for 8.
Hits
Gotcha.
for 8.
Gotcha.
Key point for flurry. That one doesn't hit. And that one doesn't hit. Waste of a flurry.
All right. Prax.
Okay. So I'll just green flame blade
Oh,
again.
Shit, I
Mhm.
did flurry, so I should have inflicted another 6 points of damage. Whatever.
6.
Huh? Well, it's another d6 of necrotic damage.
Roll it.
For Hand of Harm. There we go. So 5 more points of necrotic damage on top of the
Got
one that hit.
Okie dokie.
Nice. And no, just base. So another 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'll actually move to the over to this side, so we'll kind of surround him.
Finnick. Daggers that
I-
don't exist.
Yep, I continue to stand kind of off guard, basically, of the kid,
Got it.
and I'll keep throwing daggers at him from the distance
ahead.
because that way I can still kind of stand ground. It's a horrible throw.
Nope.
And I completely missed that one.
Uh-huh.
I hit there.
Yeah, that time you did.
Or
Total?
21 points.
Come in?
21.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it. And it is his
You
turn.
guys hit hard. I just like slap him lightly.
Yeah, but you hit
And
many times.
No, I hit once.
he is
I'll hit once
okay.
too.
Briar, take an opportunity.
Okay.
He's bloodlusting for the kid. And see if you hit him. Sure. Okay.
For 7.
Got it. Pax, take yours. Okay.
And this is going to be a flat 6 bludgeoning.
Okay. And then Onachi, take yours. Actually, do it this way. For 5.
Does
Okay.
that hit?
Sorry, never mind. I'll give it back.
Oh, because if that hits, I'm spending a key point and stunning his ass.
So then he moves that way, so she gets a freebie. Let's see what her freebie with this attack.
I was hoping that that I did hit, so I could stun him, but
She doesn't need that. She doesn't need that. Okay, so she's gonna do this. She's gonna cast. That misses. Never mind. It's a ranged spell attack, yet it's a touch. That's wrong. All right. And so that's
The
5.
bludgeoning flies through the air and touches you.
There you go. Okay, so that's just 30 feet right there. Now, he's gonna pull out his crossbow, and he can't see the kid, so nothing's gonna happen. It is her turn now, and she's going to now cast Chill Touch again. See if she can touch him chilly-like. Still nothing. All right, Briar, what are you gonna do now that you ran all the way up there?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And tired of this. I want my sickle.
Okay,
7 damage.
got it.
So you got a sickle?
And
Nope.
you didn't find it, so
15
you don't
hit.
have to call it yours.
Yes, you did hit it, and you killed him off. Good job. Okay, you.
Now you found it.
Yeah,
on
there
the
you go.
dead
So
body.
now,
I'm
So
now
now
you
you-
can call it
weapon.
yours.
That's my weapon.
so, that's it. So you've killed off this bad dude, and suddenly there you see an awakened wolf loping towards him in a non-threatening manner, and it speaks to him. It offers to bear Eric's safely to another wolf tribe. And the kid is like, I know this wolf. I'm perfectly fine. He'll take me to the next camp. And before you guys can choose to say yes or no, you appear another oral hovering glowing symbol above your head, and you are returned back to the same room you started in.
Quest successful.
Quest successful. So you all appeared back in 19. So
Did I keep my sickle or did it disappear?
It disappeared when you hit the ground.
And we hear, whee!
Yeah.
Wee! Oh, Finnick again.
Oh!
Oh, you didn't dink when you should have dodged.
No, I was out of the way.
All right, so you
I was right here.
get to the next door. Let me open her up because I have a feeling you guys are gonna
Is
go
that
in.
symbol for this one?
This
Huh?
is the room of Pax.
No.
All right, there we go. So, door opens.
What was on the door before we walk in?
Symbol.
No, there's
Cruelty.
nothing on that
Or
door.
above
There's
it.
nothing on. It's above the door in the back.
Yep.
Back there. This one actually will say cruelty above it,
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. This is the one that it's carved into it that says cruelty in common. And she comes up with you. And Finnick is hiding apparently.
That's
Okay.
because
So
Oh,
you're,
cruelty.
I know. There's a certain person not still coming in their room.
Yep.
it's okay. So as who's gonna open the door?
I open the door.
You open the door. Something different happens this time. Everybody outside the room goes in alone. No, just joking. As soon as you open this
I was
door,
crossing the threshold as he opens the door.
yeah,
so-
exactly. Half of you is there. You see a leg, an arm, and half a
Which
face.
half? Oh.
The left half. Your surroundings vanish in a flurry of snow and ice, and when your vision clears, you find yourself standing at the edge of a camp. It's tensed, holding fast against a raging blizzard. The camp is the home of the bear tribe. There is a bunch of people walking around the camp. There does not seem to be any sled dogs in the camp. There are people. The characters are not dreaming. You have been teleported. You have that floating little snowflake above your head, which is the sign of Oral. As you walk into the camp, you are approached by the head dude. And he says, "Come no further. This camp has nothing. Has nothing for you, has nothing for us. We're all going to die soon, so just keep walking."
Uh,
Oh, this is actually kind of
unfortunately,
perfect.
I
Oh,
I mean, are we supposed to?
you have stuff left. There's
and
stuff you obviously have left.
he looks around, and when you're looking, you're seeing his tribe people. Everybody inside their armor looks skinny. Everybody that's alive looks
Good
powerless. Looks
berries for everyone.
not
Mayonnaise and honey.
not emaciated, but just they're struggling to eat. You noticed there
Oh,
were no sled dogs in this camp. You
do you have
do
those?
notice sled dog harnesses hung up.
Do you have those good berries? I asked
I
Pax.
well, I give two to everybody every morning.
Every morning, so we all have two.
I pop it. I pop. Okay, I grab the good berry out and I pop it in my mouth and I eat one.
Oh, you're mean. And his eyes light up like,
and
ah,
I take a deep breath and I do the same. Good berries. Good berries are tasty, fulfilling. Mm.
he does speak common. And you see his eyes light up, though. He saw you coming, but now he sees the Earl over your head, and he's very respectful yet cautious. Um, he has 4 elders lined up outside his tent, and he tells the characters, "You will either join us or you can leave us."
Join you in what?
The
Leaving
four out
your tent?
the 4 outside have been chosen to be slaughtered to feed the tribe. You either have to prove this act or you can walk away. But my shaman has told me this is how we make good graces with the bear tribe.
Those good graces really haven't treated you guys that well.
Yeah. He says you kill off these people, they eat them, things are gonna go good.
But is that cruelty?
Nobody can hear you. You know that, right?
I
What's
mean,
more cruel, walk off and leave them or kill them?
or injure them all.
Or we can just sit down and enjoy hot tea and watch them.
So,
I
The
don't think.
the
well,
the
Are there any
I
the
kids left in this place?
You haven't seen any. Most of them are probably older, and you see the tribe king, the head dude. He hands out and he rolls out a cloth, and there are 4 daggers in it, and he says, "Do it quickly. They will not feel it." And he hands you each, or tries to hand you each, a dagger.
I take the dagger.
I got a dagger. There's your treasure.
Oh yeah.
They're all +1. Just
This is I'm this is just OOC really quick. I just want to say I'm probably going to make this fail on us. I take the dagger and I stab him in the gut.
The main guy.
that's
Yeah.
cruel.
Hmm.
Wow, that's not even on the choices. Hold on. Thanks, Al. It's like killing Nessie. Thanks, Steve.
Hmm.
You're welcome. What are we fear for?
Hmm.
There's one
That is-
body
that's
to
a good
feed the
one,
tribe.
too. I don't think that's
They
necessarily
gave me
a
3
failure.
choices, and that's not one of them.
So
They didn't think about Al when they made this one.
You're gonna have to write the publisher to say you missed an option. Call it the
yeah,
owl option.
I
I
drop the dagger on the ground and I walk up to the first one and I talk to him and I go, "Are you willing to sacrifice yourself for the tribe?"
The shaman has said, "By our sacrifice of good lives and
As he
long
looks up and he
lives."
stretches his neck out, I snap his neck and he drops to the ground.
Clump.
And then I step away.
And then suddenly the stab wound that it heals because of the killing of the other old dude. Going back for seconds, Al?
You know,
No, he doesn't. If you stab him, he's going to be
No.
stabbed.
Yeah.
And okay, so
I've made my choice.
okay,
Yep. and I will take the dagger and stab one of
Random kid.
the guys.
you're gonna slit one of the old people.
Yep, and I'll just go up. Yep, I will yeah, probably slit their throat, unfollow the ground, toss the dagger onto their body, and walk away.
Okay.
Who's
Such does the
next?
cycle end.
Okay.
Where's the shaman at?
They're sitting eating, emaciated, sitting on a log with a big shaman, uka waka staff and furry headdress. And
I should do that. I'm not gonna be an owl though.
okay, go ahead. There's
I'll go over and kill the third guy.
he goes and kills the third guy.
I
I
have 4
keep my
sacrifices.
dagger though.
Well,
This
Okay.
is my dagger.
the
As
chief was the fourth guy, so the four are dead.
as
Yep.
the third guy falls, you see the fourth guy look around, sees nobody coming to him, and he takes. They weren't bound. They had volunteered for this, and he takes a step forward, and you see people at the little fire that they have exclaim, "Gunvald, I never thought they would do it!" And they walk up and they put a cloak over him, and he steps forward and says, "Thank you for providing the sacrifice for our people to survive and eat. I didn't know if you had it in you." And at that point, you all disappear.
Do I still have my treasure?
You don't have your dagger. Damn. Thanks,
How
Al.
mad are
This
you?
is driving me mad.
Why did you give him that madness? You know he's just gonna like dwell on it now.
Oh yeah, but it's gone. Hey, no, he can dwell on it. Totally alcoholic.
I
Taking a
offered to
drink
trade it.
before every single thing I've done. You're gonna tell me when I'm rolling at disadvantage, so
So you arrive back, and you arrive this time with the fourth blah thing of you know what I'm talking about. The
fourth
fourth
emblem over
the
us.
fourth emblem, the fourth right.
So we
Yeah.
all have all
You
four?
have all 4 of them on you, on your above your body, on you, tack marked on the shoulder, whatever. That's where that you got that. You're good with that. And you
See,
come out
choices
unscathed.
mean nothing.
Yeah. Go back out. Whee!
We.
So we want to go to the
Is
Queen
he
Chamber
just
or the
yanking Freddie from
He's
the bar?
stuck. He's stuck. No, he's like, you did it! You got all the little flighty thingies. Yeah, good job, Wade.
So we want to go to the Queen's Chamber first or the Treasure Chamber?
There could be things in the treasure chamber that could help us if we encounter Oreo.
True. Ooh, treasure. Yep, I want treasure. Y'all coming?
Yes.
Oh, I did eat one of my good berries, so I healed a point.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right. So
Go to
before
the
you
door.
go charging in, you get into that outside room. So Al gets pushed back magically.
Oh!
I know. This passage leads to an anvil-shaped room with a door set into the far wall. Flanking the door on the right and left are bas reliefs of two male frost giants that have been defaced. Their features chipped away. Newer carvings above the door depict glowing heads of an owl, a wolf, and a goat.
An owl, a wolf, and a goat.
And as soon as Mr. Skippy Pants here did his step into the room, comes a disembodied voice. This way is shut to all but those who have passed the tests of cruelty, endurance, isolation, and preservation.
I mumble something underneath my breath, just saying, so we're good, is what you're saying.
You say, suck it, got it. And as Briar steps forward, the door swings open. Let me swing it open here. Swing low, sweet poof, chariot. All right, so you approach the door swings open. And as you you got all that, no problem. Got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Got it. Yeah, you got it. All right, so you get to that next room, and inside that room, arranged in this room, are 3 tablets of ice, each 7 feet tall, 7 feet wide, and 1 foot thick. They sit upright in stands. They are also carved from ice.
Do you need a
The
drink?
Thank you. Have a beer? Script has been chiseled into the surface of each tablet, and another door stands in front of you. The inscriptions on the 4 tablets are in common and read as thus: Cruelty. Compassion makes you vulnerable. Let cruelty be the knife that keeps your enemy at bay. Endurance. Exit as long as you can by whatever means you can. By only enduring can you outlast your enemies. Isolation. In solitude, you can understand and harness your full potential. Depending on others makes you weak. Preservation. Every flake of snow is unique, and that which is unique must be preserved. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor?
Wait, so each of them has a different.
A different scripture on it.
So each of these. So go up to, and we have these symbols just like hovering or on our
We have
bodies.
4
Oh, yeah,
symbols,
correct.
but
You
only 3 tablets.
No, there are 4 tablets. There's cruelty, endurance, isolation, and preservation.
But you only read 3 descriptions.
Cruelty, compassion makes you vulnerable.
These
Endurance.
tablets are on each
Oh,
side of the
cruelty
door.
was just short. Sorry.
Sorry, there are 4 across 2 on each side of the door. Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna walk out to preservation.
I don't
Okay.
think that we need to do anything with them.
No,
I think that we have the symbols, so we should be able to go through the door. Do you think we need to?
I'm just looking at it closer. That's all.
Eh, I guess it
I think
doesn't.
you're right. By the way, I think you're right.
Or we have to go up to each one and touch it, and the symbol will. Nah.
I
I'll
go up
go
to the
up to
door and push on it.
endurance.
Does anything happen?
So what's his name goes up to the door, pushes on it, and it opens.
Yeah.
And I walk inside.
When you walk inside, this chamber is domed, ceiling engraved with a giant snowflake. Two caryatids depicting a towering woman stand on each side of the door to the south wall. In the middle of the room is a 5-foot tall, claw shaped lantern with a white covered book resting on it.
A lantern with a book on it.
And as soon as you walk in and light appears on that book, you Miss Velin says, You found the codicil. Oh my god, you found it. And she walks up to it.
Oh,
Does she have
And
all of her symbols, or did she fail something?
no, she went mad. But
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
this is
We're
one of the
judging
things
her when she walks in.
I know.
Yep.
She walks right up to it as if it's hers. This is one of the reasons why you said you'd help her.
Briar walked
And
in first. He found it first. I want to see this fight.
you want to see the fight?
Because he claims anything he
How
finds
many books is
first.
there in there?
Huh?
Just one?
There's only okay.
Yeah.
When you walk, okay, on the middle of the room is a 5-foot tall claw-shaped lectern with a white covered book, and she says, "That's the Codicil of White. I can't believe you found it." She's eager to claim the book.
Is that the closest one to me? Is that the
She's
only one
right.
in there?
No, you got
It's the
Pax
only
here.
thing in there.
You got him.
No,
Everybody's in
no.
here
That's the
except
It's
only
the
for
book
only
in there, right?
thing in there.
yeah, correct. That's the only thing
And then
in
there's
there.
a door.
Sorry, I'm mad. I walk up. No, mine.
Um,
Oh,
Briar, we did agree
okay.
to help her gain this item. This is one of the two items that we agreed
Mine
to.
until you trade.
She says trade. You mean she's up? You're up for a trade?
Mine until you trade.
She says, um, I only want one thing out of the book, and you guys can have the poem.
Poem. What poem?
And she says, can I show you?
I'm curious now. Yep.
I whisper
But
in
she's
her
handing it.
ear, I think he's judging you.
And she whips you a look, and she opens the book, and she opens the book, and she says, in the book, I gotta find it now, is
I'll
this
teach you. Give me madness.
A B C D. It's right here. Let's see if I can find it in here. Appendix E, so I can hand it to you guys all. Appendix. Players handouts. Where is it? E appendix. Why doesn't it give me the appendix?
why do you want the appendix?
Because I lost mine. I want another one. There it is.
Why don't you take the
Appendix.
spleen while you're at it?
Shut up.
I hear that's painful.
I want the. Is it? Does that give it to me? That's the code. This is what you guys see. This is the poem. Okay. This is what she opens it up to you guys for. This is the rhyme of the Frostmaiden. This gives you access. She says, well, you guys read that. I'm going to go pee.
I don't know if I'd call that paradise.
We bow to she who wears the crown. Let the world shiver with dread. Clad thy winter's whitest gown, for her snow enshrouds the dead. Her fury sheds but frozen tears as grey clouds issue forth. Her wind across the wasteless sheers, bringing blizzards from the north. Ice-kissed flowers caught mid-bloom, beauty kept in all its grace. Summer's gone to this silent tomb, still to hear her cold embrace. All a world in winter's white, sheathed in sleet and ice, set upon never-ending night, she conjures paradise. Behold her everlasting rhyme, see how it covers all. Weep not for those she traps in time, behind her glacial wall. Sovereign of summer's lost, general of winter's war, long live the queen of cold and frost, she may reign evermore.
Okay. The Valin looks at you and says, "This is the incantation that you need to understand all of the Frostmaiden's secrets, including what you need to reach the lost city of Ithrin, under the Reghead Glacier. This is your key to get there."
My key.
Cool, your key.
My key.
So good trade.
Okay, my key.
And she takes the book, and you guys are standing outside the thingamajiggy, the next door, that one right there. What do you do?
Is there more treasure?
Open
There's
the door and
nothing.
find out.
There's nothing else in the room you're standing in except
Okay.
for what was there. So
So I open the door.
okay, so you open the door. Boop.
I step in.
Before you step in, beyond the door, you see a room that is filled with mist. There are chunks of broken ice covering the floor. What do you do?
He steps in. That's what he
I
said.
put my treasure away.
So he
And I step
steps
in.
in. As soon as you step in, sorry, I'm getting the book so I can read. As soon as you step, yeah, I'm old. Shut up, Al. In your head, you hear, "Will you court death to receive my blessing?"
Is there treasure in it?
The blessing
Is
is
that
the
a
treasure.
no?
Am I the only one hear this?
You're the only one in that room, or is there anybody behind him?
No, he stepped into the room. We are not in
Okay.
the room yet.
Okay, so Pax, where's everybody else?
Right here,
On the
right by
other
the door.
side of the door?
Yeah. He just stepped
Okay.
right in. He's only like 5 feet
Yeah,
away
I'm
from
on the.
us.
I wasn't in the right level. I was in the dynamic level. I see you guys. I was like, there's nobody there. Okay.
Mm.
sh- She asks, "Is that yes or no?"
Yes, I guess.
Roll a Constitution save.
It's a Doctor Who or Seuss thing.
And then he's going to turn around with blue eyes. And that's.
That's how
where
we kill
end
off the final member of the original group.
No. They're still finished.
No.
Damn.
The right people.
Right person.
Hold on, I have to talk to Steve for a second.
Okay. I'm on.
And the second campaign in a row where Al has the only original character left.
He's good at surviving.
He is.
Well, the good news is, if I do die, you don't really get much loot. The most
This
valuable
has
thing
not
left to me
been
now.
a very lootful campaign.
most
but
the
5th
most
edition
viable
is not a very lootful play style either. So
the most viable thing I have left to me ever since my
You
parents
guys
died
all-
is Silk Rope.
You guys see Briar go in. You hear Briar say, "Is it a treasure?" And then you hear Briar say, "Yes."
Who are you talking to, Briar?
You didn't hear her?
No.
there was no her. You walked into
She
a
out-
room and you started talking to yourself.
We were offered a blessing.
You were.
And okay, so do you turn around?
Yes, I turn around.
And when he turns around, you see his eyes. They are not blue, glowing blue, but they are cold and dark. But he is still Briar. He's talking to you and everything. You just notice he looks different.
So do his eyes look dead?
They look cold as ice.
Ugh.
Get that song in my head instantly.
They be cold as ice, dun, dun, willing to sacrifice your
Exactly.
love. Suddenly there's a band.
Wow.
Well,
Except for that
there's
toss.
nothing in there that I see, huh? I guess we turn around and leave.
No, you're right. No, the only thing you see are the chunks of ice on the floor. And Briar.
That's just a big chunk of ice standing. It's just not on
That
the
is a
floor
big
yet.
chunk of ice. Okay, so Briar, you can leave. You can
Yep.
stay in. You can do whatever you want.
Briar, can you come out and join us?
Okay.
He walks
I
out.
come out.
He's perfectly fine.
And I touch his arm.
Then you feel Briar.
Do a medicine check, looking at his eyes to see what's.
Well, they look weird, but it's the
Yeah,
as a
I'm trying
medicine
to
check,
assess the weird
right? And you're like, well, that's weird. I've never seen that in my medical books before.
with a
You can
22.
put,
I'm a
yeah,
monk.
you can
I study a lot.
cool, and you can basically decide
Okay.
that his eyes aren't the same as they were before. They're not glowing. He doesn't feel different. His eyes are just whatever you would think a cold as ice would look like, and I don't know if that means he suddenly has
He
black
just has like a
eyes.
dead man stare, basically.
Yeah, he's got his eyes become cold as ice.
Yeah.
So he's got
Like
a dead
all
man
life.
stare.
Yeah, there's no more life, no more smile in his eyes, no more twinkle, nothing. It's just a dead man's kind of stare.
But at the same time, he's talking completely normal. He's not
Correct.
robotic.
But his
eyes are
it
cold as
doesn't
ice.
seem like there's anything behind his eyes anymore. Even though
Correct.
it still seems like him.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you still hear the voice?
Nope. Just in there one time she asked me a question.
If
What
you
did
hear
she
the
ask
voice
you?
again,
You have
Very
one more
fun.
shot.
What
I
did
feel
she
fine.
ask you?
What's wrong? And I repeat what she asked me.
He says,
Do
will
I
you
accept the
court
blessing?
death to receive my blessing?
Oh. That was a key there. Do you court death?
That's it. They're married. They're dating.
okay.
Poke him with a dagger. Does he die? Like, is he right on the brink of death?
You get stabbed with a dagger, or poked, or
No,
just like
poked.
he doesn't die. He probably looks at you like,
what
"What
are you
the
poking me for?"
hell are you doing?" Mine.
What's wrong with you?
He
Pax
didn't
just
find it.
shakes
He
his
can't
head.
claim it.
If you have to ask.
Yeah.
What, Tom?
Pax shakes his head, shrugs, and begins to walk back out.
Okay.
Ah,
We
Well,
went
that
through
was-
all
You
of
walk
that
out and there's slide wee.
Yeah.
for Briar to become undead.
ah. And is that a good stopping point?
That's a good stopping point. Slide wee.
Whee! Well, thanks everybody for joining. It's been fun. Whee! That's gonna be the next title of the next one.
And
Is
the next one is
slide
wee, and Pax is riding it. Yep, he fell off.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Come back
Yep.
next week. If you missed anything, catch up on YouTube.